This is without having kicked a ball, the transfer deadline day special.
Will, that might be the worst opening I've ever heard.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Without Having Kicked a Ball, and tonight is a special show. It's transfer deadline day, so we'll be bringing you the latest stories that come through and talk about the transfers that have happened already. So joining me, first of all, is Mr. Ben Carney. Good evening, Ben.
You're right, Will. It's good to be back. How are you?
Absolutely, mate. I'm raring to go and fighting fit, absolutely. And I'm joined by Mr. JLIWheels.
Hello, good evening, how are we all? Yeah, I echo the sentiments, great to be back under a brand new name.
Absolutely.
And ready to go and talk about some transfers.
Yep, and I'm joined finally by Mr. Sam Taylor. Oh, is he there?
Whenever he comes in.
He's currently in the car, so...
Oh, yeah, right, okay. Yeah, Sam is with us, but he might be a bit in and out, so... Oh, I think I just caught a little glimpse of... Oh, he's gone.
You caught
right,
nothing,
okay.
He just left. Anyway, this is show business, we carry on.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just picking it up. I know this isn't what we'd have thought to start off the show, but seeing as it's the deadline day, I've just got a notification that the proposed move for Luis Diaz to Everton from Porto has collapsed.
Oh.
So whether James Rodriguez will still go the other way or find a new club remains to be seen. But as of now, that deal's off.
Interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. A bit of drama there already on the show.
Yeah, a very interesting window, I feel.
It's been an amazing window. I mean, first of all, shall we, sort of round up some of the transfer moves that have happened so far?
Heartbreaking exits, tremendous returns. What more can you say?
Absolutely. I don't think any of us could have seen some of the... Oh, sorry, apologies, Ben.
It's alright, carry on.
I don't think any of us, when the window opened, I don't think some of the moves that we've seen, we'd have seen coming at all, would we?
No, I agree.
I was just gonna say, as a football fan, as a United fan, I always sit down every year, even if I'm in school, college, wherever.
Yeah.
I always keep one eye on the window, and this one particularly has been enthralling, really, from the off. He's had Ronaldo returning, which I'm thrilled about. Messi leaving Barca. He's had transfers we never thought would.
Viva Ronaldo!
I think Sam is back with us.
Give him his intro now. Give him his intro.
Oh, absolutely. And finally, I'm joined by Mr. Sam Taylor.
Hello, everyone. Hope you're all okay. It's a bit in and out here, but because I'm in the car, but we'll do our best.
Yeah, we shall.
Absolutely.
Just quickly, Will. I think you sort of glossed over the fact that we've got we've rebranded. It's a new show, a new format. You've not seen very much of us
Well,
recently.
well.
Maybe you want to explain that a little bit.
Oh yeah, good point. Well, it is a new name, but same tune. And unfortunately, as you found out, well, the intention was to make new titles, but it's all got a bit pear shaped, and so here we are, sort of stuck with the same titles, but it's a new name. Basically, even though the only change to the format is obviously, as opposed to last season where we'd be doing it weekly, we'll be doing it monthly. Although, except for, like, for example, say January or something, we say we do, obviously a transfer show, and then I don't know, another show in January. But it's basically the same show, really. It's just a few little tweaks here and there, but it's it's the same show.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I say, it's be back.
Yeah, amazing to be back.
Absolutely, yeah. It's been far too long.
Carry on, Ben. Sorry. Yeah.
And, sorry.
Like
Apologies.
this is a,
Will, for God's sake!
This is a transfer show special. So this show is geared up to talk about all the transfers. So this show is different as well. We have one of these in the summer end of deadline day, but also in January as well. So this is our own home studios, or in my case, car, of the Sky Sports Centre virtually. That's where we get all our news from. And we'll be giving it to you fresh.
Absolutely fresh off the press.
Back over to you. Could I just start us off, actually?
Yeah, that's fine.
There's some breaking news that Wolves had been interested in Cardiff's Kiefer Moore and is it Kamara?
Kamara, yeah.
I would presume so by the name it's spelled, yeah.
But Wolves, now both deals are off. Wolves are unwilling to pay the £12 million for the Cardiff value Kiefer Moore at. And also Marseille were also holding out for a fee in excess of £12 million. So those two deals for Wolves are off.
Yes. And just to add on that, for anyone that would be wondering, I'm pretty sure they were slightly apart in the valuation, as Sam said, but not only that, Kiefer Moore is isolating after coming into contact with one of his Welsh teammates, I think. So that would have also made it extra hard to get a deal done. And I'm still unsure on Boubacar Kamara. I'm guessing they were in part in the equations as well. But I think, has Renato any news on Renato Sanchez?
That's off.
To Wolves?
That's off as well.
It's off.
So it's what's it? The guy from Lille, the centre back, Botman. That's off as well.
Oh wow! So yeah, quite a few
they've had a few
drama.
Fingers in the tail.
Not had a great deadline day. I've got a question. Go on, breaking news first.
News just in. Antoine Griezmann is going to. It looks set to re-sign with Atletico Madrid.
I did not see that coming.
The personal terms look to have been agreed, but for starters, apparently it's going to be a loan deal with an option to buy.
Yeah, well, he was always going to go, wasn't he? He was one of the many names that were linked with a move away. I did read earlier on, I don't know whether you saw, but there were three players that took pay cuts, I can't remember if it was 2 or 3, to fund the Aguero deal, and those players were Busquets and Alba.
Yes.
So
which
yeah.
I think shows in a time where players' loyalty is questioned, I think to take a pay cut. I mean, I know these guys don't need the money, but to take a pay cut is pretty good and shows great loyalty to the club to get Sergio
through the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think just on Aguero, I mean, that was even with his age, that was a pretty big deal early on, you know, going to Barca and all that surrounded that. But it sort of got lost a little bit, like the window's been that big. It almost seems like the Jack Grealish deal was months ago because so much has happened.
It's not
crazy window.
It's not just that as well with Aguero. I think the thing with Aguero is like he got injured pretty much straight away. So I think a lot of people have forgotten that he might. A lot of people have probably forgotten he's even there.
I know what you mean.
Also, because of the Barcelona situation and the Messi debacle and everything that's been going on, it's just taken a back burner, really. Where in any other window, Aguero to Barcelona would have been one of the major stories, but such has been I mean, I think it's pretty incredible considering we've been in a pandemic, how many deals. I can never remember such a high-profile summer transfer window with so many names either having a move or being linked with a move. And,
no, I completely agree, and that was going to be actually my first question to everybody, which was going to be, what were your expectations coming into this window? Because for me, I did expect 1 or 2 quite high profile. I thought Messi would go. I thought Kane was going to go, and Aguero. But other than that, that's probably it, really.
Yeah.
Well, I agree with you. Like, obviously, like I said, just coming in there, when we first started this, like I said, usually I sit down to watch the transfer window and I don't expect much. And this year was the same. The people that I expected to go were, as you said, Aguero, because I think that happened before the transfer window opened. I think Ramos, I had a feeling he might go.
That's another one that's been forgotten about as well, sorry to cut in. Like Sergio Ramos has left Madrid.
Yeah.
Yes,
I agree. And also, just on that, before I forget, people have seemed to have forgotten the craziness PSG have done. You know, 3 weeks ago, it was everywhere that they were playing career mode and stuff like that, and now that's sort of died down a bit because of Ronaldo and transfers like that. But also, I was gonna say Kane as well. I was expecting him to go. I still think he will go. Whether it be next summer, I think it'd be. And Wijnaldum. Also, breaking news. Fulham are in talks to sign Nathaniel Chalobah
That's a shame. I like him a lot.
from Watford.
He's not a championship player, Chalobah. He's a
It's
Premier League
weird.
player.
It's never really. He's sort of been on the periphery, hasn't he, of the Premier League, and
Yeah.
has never really been given a chance. One thing I would say, just to pick up on what we were saying, is, I thought with coming into the window, somebody from Sky Sports News, because I don't know if you guys have seen, but every day they have, weekday anyway, they've had transfer shows at 9 o'clock and then at 1 o'clock, and then you've had the evening shows with the hour roundup, and obviously today it's all day with all the reporters, but I expected it to be a quiet window
Yeah.
across Europe. And I say quiet, you still expect a couple of big names to go, like obviously Aguero, like they said, and Wijnaldum was a possibility, and Donnarumma we knew about quite early on. But you know, just due to the pandemic and travel, and also, you know, with the different rules in quarantine, you know, I think this is quite a unique transfer window and things to talk about. That normally we just talk about the football, but there's been all the different side of it from a pandemic side of view, which I know we had in January, but we've never had it on this scale in the summer window in the same way. I know it was there last year, but now that all these different rules have come in, plus the UK, I mean, I don't want to get too political, but plus the UK leaving the EU and getting all these visas and stuff, I thought it'd be quite a quiet window, and I think everybody at Sky did. They were all saying, oh, it'll probably be the quietest window ever, maybe one or two big names, but it's turned out to be the opposite.
It's turned out to be a crazy window.
And I just wonder as well if that could be also well players are to be able to afford big price. Clubs aren't going to be able to pay big prices for the players, but I think people's values have dropped.
Yeah, I'd agree.
To even that out, just because of the pandemic, so it's sort of evened it out. So I think it's been an extraordinary window. I mean, you know, I feel a bit sorry for people like to say Jack Grealish, who what a big move, but then all these other moves are not. Varane, we were so excited, and I'm sure Will and Ben were to add him to our rank.
Champions League Varane.
Well, that's sort of been overshadowed by Ronaldo now. So
I think like
Jadon Sancho, I keep forgetting about him. Bloody hell, you know, it's like I mean, go on, George. Sorry.
It's funny because I feel like you know, it was all about Grealish, then it was all about Sancho, then it was all about Varane, then it was all about Messi and Ronaldo, and now it's about, you know, it's all sort of shifted back onto Messi again because he's on the pitch. So within the next week or whenever Ronaldo makes his debut, it'll be Ronaldo central again. Then Messi will score. It'll be all about him.
Well, football's funny. Things don't stay the same for long.
And then you throw into the mix with Mbappe at the last minute with Real Madrid trying to get in, and the fact just coming in 10 months left in his deal, and also. I don't know if you've seen today, but Real Madrid were heavily interested, but they have PSG rejected an offer today for Kylian Mbappe of Paris Saint-Germain from Real Madrid for 189 million. Which I would have thought with the state.
They've
of
rejected
French
a bid.
football,
They've rejected another bid since then.
what,
220.
more than 100?
Oh,
Yeah,
blimey.
220.
Oh wow! But
Go
I
on.
think it's you know, you look at the state of not just French football, and I know PSG are extremely rich, but you know, you'd think with 10 months on his contract they'd take the money, but they obviously want him there for one more season and try and win the Champions League. I would have taken the money, to be honest, because he's not going to sign a new deal, and I'm surprised Real
Well.
Madrid didn't just win.
Yeah.
For Madrid, it's a bonus because
But,
Kylian and
to
Mbappe can
be
walk straight
honest,
into that.
it
Can
begs
walk
the
to Madrid
question
for
as
free
well,
now.
where
Yeah.
all this money-
And just
Yeah. But you could also argue, where's all this money coming from Real Madrid? They were talked about them trying to get a European Super League started because they're supposedly running out of money, but yet they can spend 200 or offer 220 million on one player. So,
well,
crazy.
well, potentially, but they're arguably the biggest club in the world, if not the biggest. You know, they've won 13 Champions League, so regardless of where they're getting it from or wherever, they will always
No, I agree. I agree they're a massive club. I'm just making the point that, you know, it was all, well, the clubs in Spain and Barcelona are in trouble, there's no doubt about that. But Perez made such a big thing about how football, how these clubs were struggling, and yet they can still afford 228 million, you know, million pounds on one player. So,
Oh, well, PSG are obviously not struggling for money.
No, but Real Madrid supposedly were, and yet they can just magic this money up all of a sudden. Very strange.
One thing I would like to say is that shifting away from that a second, I don't know if you want to come back to it in a bit or whatever, but it's been a question on everyone's mind, and I'm well aware it's the transfer censorship. So before I ask the question, I'll bring a bit more breaking news, what I'm hearing, what I'm seeing, sorry, sound like I'm in the bloody studio, but anyway, Luke de Jong is on Barcelona's radar, Atletico Madrid's radar in terms of a replacement for Griezmann. Also, Leeds and Valencia are in talks with the sale of Helder Costa from Leeds amid the arrival of Dan James, which I think is a good deal for both clubs on James, by the way. I don't know if we want to talk a bit more about that while Sam's left, because my question will be to everyone, and I don't want to ask it while Sam isn't here because it's involving Ronaldo, and he's a United fan.
That was literally, I think what you're going to ask is literally what I was going to ask.
Great minds think alike.
Yeah, it was. It's about the shirt number.
Yeah. I feel like we should wait for Sam.
And
I think so, yeah.
I think Sam will sort of have the same opinion. I think something that would be good, by the way, just to do the recap on the transfer window, is to go through the deals that have been done by every club.
Yes, that was what I was about to suggest as well. So, okay, are we ready then?
it's a little bit counterintuitive because the window's not over yet. But with 3 hours to go,
Well, I think
Who
it's good to
knows?
recap some of the moves.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, go for it then.
Okay, right.
then,
So, obviously,
And get our opinions on them.
Are you doing? What are you doing it in alphabetical order? So you're
oh
gonna do, like,
blimey,
Arsenal-
no,
are you gonna
no,
do
just
Arsenal, Villa, Brentford, or just
oh
any-
no, actually, yeah. Let's do it in alphabetical order. Yeah, that's nice and tidy. Yeah.
Okay, go on then.
Right, so Arsenal brought Albert Sami Laconda from Anderlecht. They brought in Ben White from Brighton.
Wait.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
How much for?
Oh, Albert
Wait.
Sami Laconda, I think, was £12 million, I think, if I remember correctly.
I really like the look of that Lakonga, by the way.
Yeah.
It's been difficult, hasn't it? Because obviously Arsenal have had an absolutely atrocious start to the season.
After you finish on the outgoings and incomings of Arsenal, I'd like to say a few things on that, and I think that's the point. After you've said the incomings and outgoings of every club, maybe it's worth spending a brief second on talking about them a little bit.
Definitely.
Yeah, okay.
So carry on then with.
Okay, they brought in Aaron Ramsdale from Sheffield United. So that's going to be interesting to see how that one works out, isn't it? Whether he's been bought to be long-term replacement for Leno, or whether they see him stepping into the team pretty much immediately.
Yeah, well, for me, Ramsdale doesn't cut it, but we'll speak about that once you finish, because I know there's a couple more.
Okay, so Aaron Ramsdale, Albert Sami Laconda, they brought in Ben White from Brighton for, I think, £50 million, if I'm correct.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right, let's see. Laconda. Oh, they've. I think they're going to be bringing in the Tommy Sanku. Tomiyasu, that's it. Because Hector Bellerin is going to be, I think, going to Real Betis on a loan move. So
I love that, by the way. Tomiyasu turned down Spurs and now he's going to Arsenal.
Yeah, that is the proper shit, those.
yeah, and then Emerson Royal, who is linked with Arsenal, going to Tottenham. So
Yeah, that is true. Just before you carry on, another breaking news story has been.
oh yeah, I've just seen.
It's been festering throughout the day, and it's finally happened. David Moyes bringing in another signing for West Ham, and they've started the season well. And I must say, every signing he's made recently has been a hit.
Yeah, he has
Proving
done
his-
good business there. I've
proving
mellowed
his
on my
calibre.
opinion of Moyes.
What do you think?
Who's the best?
So Alex Crowe has gone to West Ham. Also plays for the Czech
Oh.
Republic with Kiefer and Suchek. So he'll fit in quite nicely, I assume.
Yeah, I'll just have to wait to see. I think Sam's back on the line. Are you there, Sam?
No.
No. Okay. I thought he was because I saw his picture. No, never mind. Okay.
Right,
Can-
carry on. then,
Continue
will
on,
we?
Will.
Right. So they brought in.
Oh, he is there. He is
What was
there.
the
Oh,
question,
sorry,
sorry?
Sam. Right. So
What
while
was
you're
the-
there,
what
Sam,
was the question? What was the question?
the question was
Sorry.
Well. The first question was,
Yeah.
"Are you there?" And then obviously you are there. So, the second question was we were talking about Ronaldo. So, what's your view on that about the shirts number?
That wasn't the question.
Well, for me, obviously it's.
Well, I thought that was the, we were on about the shirt number.
No, that's the question me and George had. I don't know it. I thought you meant you had a separate question.
Oh no, sorry,
But
sorry.
anyway, carry on, Sam, mate.
Yeah, carry on, Sam. Oh, I think he's gone again.
Oh, Jesus.
Carry on with the outcome.
We are. Gonna,
Oh no.
I
Oh,
mean,
sorry,
we're gonna
he is
see,
back. Sorry.
We're gonna see. Don't carry on.
I'll tell you what. When Sam's home and he can hear us properly, that's when we'll ask the question.
You're right, yeah, because it's a bit messy down Sam's end, isn't it?
So carry on with the outgoing.
Yes. So,
So in answer.
Here we go.
In answer to the question, in answer to the question, I think that obviously we're gonna see one of our own coming out in Ronaldo, but I do not believe in changing players' shirt numbers. So I think that Cavani should stay as number 7.
Should I give my answer now?
yeah, go ahead, Ben. Fire away.
Did you get that? Did you get that, better?
Yes, yeah, I think we got
Kind of.
the gist of it. So you didn't think they should change shirt number, yeah.
So
Yeah, go on.
My take on it is that obviously, for starters, I'm thrilled that he's coming back. I have been ever since the news broke out, and since then, the question on everyone's lips has been, what number is he gonna get? Now, for me personally, I think he will get the number 7. I just think they'll apply for special dispensation, and I think they'll be successful. I think it's too much of a historic transfer for him not to get it. Having said that, I'm in agreement with Sam that I love Eddie, and it'd be a bit disrespectful towards him, I think.
Yes, I agree.
I have heard various news reports that he's willing to give it up. So, whether it's 7 this year, if it is, then obviously it will be. But if it isn't, I'm going with the number 77. But something tells me that it's too historic for him not to get 7. Don't know what you think.
What you said about special dispensation. What would they need special dispensation for? Changing the squad number.
I presume just permission.
No, now it's to change the squad number because the season's already started.
Yeah. Basically, special dispensation is they have to.
They don't just do that themselves.
No, because it gets locked in before the first game of the season.
Yeah, they have to apply to the Premier League and give the best possible reasoning as to why we should have 7, and as they can, and if they can, if they agree with it, then obviously they accept it, and he can have it. But ultimately, whether it be this season or next, or the season after, if he stays for the additional year, I think he will get the number 7. It's just a question of when. I don't know what you think, Jordan will.
No, I agree.
I
I think. Oh, sorry, George.
Okay, I think all you'd have to do to the Premier League is show them the money of all the people that would buy a number 7 Ronaldo shirt and they'd give it to
They
him
would,
straight
yeah.
away.
As soon as you show them the money, they'll be like, "Oh, yep, definitely, yes, please."
Yeah, but I'm a very, I mean, it doesn't really matter really, but I'm a very principled man, and I'm very much about doing the right thing, and I think the right thing to do would be to keep Edison at number 7,
Unless he's happy
desperately
to
want
give the shirt
Ronaldo to
up,
have
yeah.
it.
Yeah, I mean, the swings and roundabouts for it all.
Anyway,
The swings and roundabouts for it all.
there is.
Obviously, first time he was
Who
here.
cares? I don't mind if he. I don't mind if he gets a Google Plex on his number on his shirt. It's Ronaldo, so that's all I'm bothered about.
Yeah, exactly.
Who cares if he
To be
gets a what on his shirt?
honest-
A Googleplex, it's what's it, an infinite number.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
the biggest number there is.
yeah.
It would take you 80 years of your life, 24 hours a day to write it
Ooh.
without any sleep.
There you go, Will, there's a challenge.
I'd be dead before I could complete it.
Anyway, back on to the question.
Yes, absolutely.
What were you gonna say on it then, Will?
Well, I agree with all you guys because I think Cavani should. Obviously, if Cavani's happy to give the 7 up to Ronaldo, then of course I'm all up for it. But the right thing to do, and I think, have Cavani still at the 7 for one season. Then if he goes, then Ronaldo can have the 7 next season. So, yeah, I agree with all you lads completely.
The other thing to throw in the mix is that I know it. This will be the last thing I say on it because we have a bit of a habit of getting carried away with
Yep.
stuff. But the other thing
I don't know why you're laughing, Will. You're the one that gets carried away, mate.
No, well, I'm laughing at myself, mate. Never mind. Carry on, Ben.
the thing to throw in the mix is, and I don't know if this will play a part, but let's remember that his brand is CR7, and as well as bringing the best player in the world, which is a debate whether it's him or Messi, you're bringing a brand with you.
Yeah.
He'll desperately want that, but whether he gets it this season remains to be seen. But I'm sure we'll find out shortly.
I agree. Yep.
I think as long as he's signing trophies, he's not going to be too bothered, is he?
No. As long as he gets the goals and and I'm sure he won't be. He won't care about the number.
Yeah. But shall we carry on with the outgoings and incomings like you were.
Oh, yes,
doing
yes.
now.
So, let's see. Arsenal, so outgoings. Joe Willock has gone back to Newcastle on a permanent deal. For
Concerning for them, and just let me jump in.
oh, sorry, Ben.
Know what I said about talking about the business each team have done. Are we doing that when you've finished overall, or on each segment, e.g. stop to talk about the incomings and then go on to the outcomings, or stop and wait till you've done it overall and then talk?
Well, you know, just do both. Yeah.
Okay then. Well, you said about the incomings.
Yeah.
And I would just like to say, obviously, as of now, and I don't know if it will be topped because there's just over 2 hours left,
Yep.
and Arsenal are the biggest spenders, and I know they're spending it on youth and potential, but as a club of Arsenal's stature, is that good enough? I don't think so. Is that gonna get them to where they want to be? I don't think so.
No.
They're just spending it on rubbish. It seems like, oh no, I do agree with George. I like that Lukonga. And also, I don't think they have the right characters, and it looks.
No.
I think.
It looks a sorry state for Arsenal.
I mean, Xhaka getting sent off again. You know, I mean,
Carry on, Ben.
Oh, sorry, Ben. Apologies, mate.
It does.
No, it sounds.
Oh, what is that squeaking?
Reckless. Reckless.
Sam, is that from your end, is it?
Reckless. I mean, it was reckless, and I think that, to be honest, I think you can say about spending the money, but it's spending them on the right players. This is Arsenal we're talking about.
Yes.
We're talking about Arsenal Football Club. And Arsenal Football Club, at the minute, are mediocre mid-table. You know, I was listening to a fan today who said, what do you think about one of your biggest rivals buying Ronaldo? He said, I'm not really worried about what Man United are spending on great players. I'm more worried about what Brighton are doing and Burnley are doing. You know, and that just shows the panic that is setting in at Arsenal. You know.
Yeah.
That just shows how far they've fallen from grace. You know.
It does, and also, Will.
Yeah.
And also, sorry to cut across you, Ben. I was just gonna say, also, I think regarding saying about each, I think we should go through each club and then round up the ones that we think are good or not so good. Otherwise we're going to be here forever, but carry on.
Oh, you're right, yes. Right, so, let's see. So Joe Willock went back to Newcastle for, I think, £20 million, if I'm correct.
Ben, carry on. Ben.
Oh, sorry, Ben. Sorry.
Let Ben finish his point.
Sorry. Sorry.
Ben finish his point.
It reflects the mentality and how far they've fallen, that Arsenal are more worried about, say, Newcastle than Chelsea or Liverpool or City or United. It reflects how far they've fallen. And Arteta, I would worry for him. I really would. He's brought in some decent
I
enough
agree.
names in terms of future, but are they gonna get? Is it gonna be a quick fix? No, I agree that side of things, but he's not brought in the right players in terms of character, in terms of them being nasty on the pitch. I look at Arsenal and I think they're too soft. So I think they're in a bit of.
I look at Arsenal. Let's see. I look at Arsenal.
Yeah. Carry
I
on.
I think.
Oh,
Sorry,
go on,
I'll just cut across. I think the okay. I think the Arsenal problem is they've built too much for the future for me. In about 5 or 6 years, they'll have a great team, but 5 or 6 years isn't now.
Yeah, exactly. And it begs the question of how. It begs the question of how
and it might.
Can you be as a
Go on, Ben.
Arsenal fan, you know?
I think it's I think they might have a great team when they're playing Wycombe Wanderers in the Championship next year. But
They won't get to the Championship.
but it's
yeah. Is Sam still in the?
Say Leicester
He's
will
there.
never win the league, so flip that on it. You don't know well though. They honestly, you had flip that. Say if a small club win the league than a big club can get. Leicester winning the league.
It's really hard to make out what he's saying. I don't know if it is for you.
I'm managing okay. I can hear bits when it's nice and clear. I can hear it, but other than that, it's not great to be honest.
Speaking of Arsenal,
I'm off to the toilet, lad.
alright, Sam.
Go on.
All right.
I'm off to the toilet, so
All right.
I'll be
Okay.
back.
Speaking of Arsenal,
I'm about to go.
Okay. See you in a bit.
All right. See you in a bit, Sam.
Runnison has left on loan, and just before you carry on with the ins and out of every club,
Yeah.
Every club to the best of your abilities, and we will let you finish with that.
No, of course, mate. I get that.
Because we've interrupted a couple of times now. But Runnison is left on loan. And the first pictures of Ronaldo in his United kit has emerged, and it's beautiful to see.
I've seen it.
It's beautiful. What a beautiful sight. Also, Patrick Roberts is left on loan.
Oh yeah, he's on his 6th straight loan. I've seen. Yeah.
Yeah. He's going to try out in. Is it League in?
League de.
Okay. Thank you for that, John. And lastly, before you go, before we let you finish, Will, is that Solomon Rondon looks close to Everton now, apparently.
Yeah, I've just seen that as well. He's on his way with his favourite. Rafa reconnected with his favourite son.
Yeah, it's like the B-Tech Fergie and Ronaldo, isn't it? Anyway, carry on, Will, because we've interrupted.
No, that's fine, mate. So, Joe Willard, because I think £20 million, wasn't it, back to Newcastle?
Yeah.
Right, outgoings. Reece Nelson, I think, is on his way out the door.
Yeah.
He's gone already.
Oh, has he gone already, I see?
On loan, it's important to
Right.
remember that.
Yeah, somehow I must have missed that. So, yes, Reece Nelson has gone. Eddie Nketiah, I think, looks like he's actually staying. He was linked with Palace. Right. I can't think of any more outgoings at Arsenal. Oh, Miguel Amiz has gone to Birmingham. No, Portsmouth.
Has he? Oh, jeez. I thought you looked it up.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I mean, you looked it up, Will.
Right, wait there. I'll do it. Look
Oh,
it up.
okay, sorry.
No, say something. Don't just sit there. In
Oh,
silence.
sorry.
Wait, I've got it up here now, so I'll do it.
Right.
You missed out Martin Odegaard.
Oh, yes. Yes, I knew
Nuno-
I'd forgotten
Nuno
somebody.
Tavares.
Yes.
Nuno Tavares has joined about a couple of weeks ago for an undisclosed fee from Benfica, the Portuguese side.
You never even said anything about Willian.
Oh, of course, yeah, cancelling his contract, yeah. Going back to, I can't pronounce them, but they're a Brazilian club.
It's not hard, it's Corinthians.
Yeah, and then...
Corinthians, are they called?
Yeah, Corinthians.
Okay.
Underneath that, we have Sambi Lakonga, another promising player, this time from the Pro League in Belgium, in Anderlecht, for 15 million.
Yep.
Then we have Ben White, the most expensive player of them all, for 50 million from Brighton, looking to bolster up their defence. Underneath that, Aaron Ramsdale, 30 million on an average keeper. Wouldn't be for me, but that's the direction they're going in.
I think he's just been unlucky in terms of Ramsdale. I mean, Bournemouth, going down, and Sheffield United going down.
Yeah, he's not a bad goalkeeper.
No, I think he's just been very unlucky, and I
don't think he's a bad goalkeeper at all. I think it's a good signing.
I do, yeah. I think it's a good signing as well. Oh, I've remembered some more outgoings. Constantino Mavropanos. I've
got them all there, Will. It's alright.
Oh, okay, Ben. All right, mate. Fire away.
And then
God.
coming in today, we have Tomiyasu from Bologna, the Japanese defender again, bolstering their defence. Can play right back and centre back, I think, for 19 million euros, which will equate to about 15 million pounds.
That's probably because that bloody Pablo Mari doesn't seem to have any control in his legs. He's awful.
Yeah, I agree. Then outgoings, we have Reece Nelson, which was confirmed today from the Dutch club Feyenoord.
That's it, yeah. I couldn't remember where he'd gone.
End of loan. Matt Ryan, end of loan. Lucas Torreira went to Fiorentina. David Luiz, end of loan. Mark McGuinness, don't know who he is, went to Cardiff. Trey Cole, FC Lorient Sport. Zach Medley, Ostersund. Mavropanos, Stuttgart on loan. Ben Sheaf, Coventry. Ballard, Millwall on loan. And William Corinthians. Also, Guendouzi on loan to the French league in the name of Marseille, followed in the footsteps by Saliba, the centre back. John Jones to Blackpool, on loan. Harry Clark to Ross County, on loan. £25 million outgoing. Joe Willock to Newcastle, and Miguel Aziz to Portsmouth on loan. Before I go into Villa, what's your take on the business Arsenal have done?
Time will tell, won't it? I mean, the Conda, from what I've seen of him, well, because Arsenal have been so poor in their first two matches that the whole team has looked poor. But, you know, there's still Gabriel to come back. You know, whether Ben White will improve them defensively as well. It's gonna be interesting. And if I was Arsenal, stick with Arteta. Don't shoot the bullet yet.
I think he's running out of time, though. To be honest, because I think they've been awful.
Give him till Christmas. If Arsenal not doing well by Christmas, then he's out the door.
Yeah,
I
but
think.
Let's say they don't improve at all from now till Christmas. They'll be in the relegation zone. They're bottom of the table. They haven't got a point after 3 games.
Yeah.
But look, there still are some players out, with, the virus and injuries. So, let's just, wait and see and, don't panic yet.
But it's all right for us to say that. We're not Arsenal fans.
I know, and also, sorry, I shouldn't be, I don't know why I'm saying sorry, because I can contribute to. It's just that I'll end up needing a drink if I read everybody, but that's fine. But what I was going to say is that I don't think, there has been issues with the virus, with injuries, but there's enough experienced, well-nurtured players to beat the likes of Brentford. I know they've started the season well, but really on paper they should be expected to beat Brentford, and it's not just lose the first 3 games by the odd goal here and there. It's lose the first 3 games, concede 9 goals, and not score 1.
Yeah, it's not great, but let's wait and see. I do want to talk about William though, lads, because if it's true that he didn't, demand a payoff or, and cancelling his contract, I think that's a very, we were talking about, the right thing to do, and that to me shows that he's a true, good role model and a good player, Willian, if that's true.
Turned around and said he was sorry, didn't he? He was sorry about.
He did, yeah.
Yeah, to be fair, respect for him.
I think it's hard to admit it, isn't it? I'll do Villa if you want, Ben. We can take it in turns. I've got it all.
That's fair. Just one more thing before you go into Villa.
Oh, sorry, Ben.
And I'm happy to take it in turns as well, because it is a long job. So, but on Villa, for me, whether they gel or not is another question. But for me, these are up there with arguably the club that's had the best window. I know United are probably top, but Villa would be a close second or third for me. They've recruited very well.
Yeah, I agree. I think for me personally, Villa have had the best window, but it's not exactly gone to plan for them just yet. So coming in was Emiliano Buendia from Norwich City for £33 million. Ashley Young returning to the club that turned him into a superstar from Inter Milan on a free. Leon Bailey from Bayer Leverkusen for 30 million. Danny Ings from Southampton for 25 million.
Yeah.
And Caleb Chukwuemeka from Northampton Town for 300,000. I didn't mention any of the youth signings, but Caleb Chukwuemeka I'm aware of, having seen the EFL, and I think he will be a very good player in the future. So
Did he
I'd
score
mention
in
that
the Premier League, did he, Caleb?
one. I don't think so.
Oh, right, I thought maybe I completely imagined him being there.
And also, I don't know if he's coming up. He might be, so that's why I was a bit skeptical to jump in. But Swansea recently rejoined on loan.
He is coming up.
Yeah, sorry, that's why.
It's okay. So, transfers out. Bjorn Engels moved to Royal Antwerp. Ahmed El Mohammadi was released. Tom Heaton was released and then joined Manchester United on a free. Neil Taylor was released. And Jack Grealish, in the first big move of the window, joined Man City for £100 million. I'll just finish the loan bit.
Okay.
Okay, loaned in was Axel Twanzebe from Manchester United to the end of the season. And in terms of the first team, also loaned out was Lovre Kalanic, who was their goalkeeper for a little bit in the Premier League. He went to Hajduk Split. Louis Barry, the exciting youngster who scored for Villa against Liverpool, went to Ipswich Town. Wesley has rejoined Club Bruges. Conor Hourihane has joined Sheffield United, and Frederick Julebert has joined Strasbourg on loan.
Right, okay.
They've had a very active window, Villa. Both sides of the cake, really. But what I would like to say is that, especially, I mean, you watch a lot of the Bundesliga, George, so you could have your say on Leon Bailey. I know a lot of people are expecting him to be good, but inconsistent. But for me, the two to keep an eye on, especially, are Danny Ings and Emi Buendia.
I will say that Leon Knight? No, that's a different player. Leon Bailey is an unreal player on his day. Complete skill. I think Danny Ings obviously raises the most eyebrows because that, for me, was the most out of the blue.
Yeah, no rumours or
transfer.
anything, I don't think. Yeah.
Yeah,
the thing about like Lukaku, Ronaldo, Messi, Grealish, Kane, all that, there were rumours. Everybody knew that something was in the works or something was going to happen. And then obviously it gets to Ings and there was nothing. Like absolutely nothing. Like when it said Villa signed Ings, I thought it was like a young player who had the same name or something.
Oh,
like that
yeah.
So did I.
Because it was that out of the blue. So, a huge signing. And I don't know whether you saw his goal against Newcastle the other week.
Yeah, that was a tremendous goal.
But fuck me. Like, and that's the only words I could use to describe it, because it was just an absolute peak.
Yeah, it was unbelievable.
If if a Messi or a Ronaldo had scored that, we'd be talking about that goal for years because it was that good.
I agree. No, I agree. Are we on to Brentford now? Or?
Yeah, I'd just like to mention as well, just quickly, somebody else they brought in, which I think is a good bit of business. Ashley Young coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, he's not. He's a left back now. He's not really he's
A
not
winger, yeah.
a forward player anymore. A title winner for Inter Milan. They
Yes,
wanted him to stay. They wanted him to stay. They offered him 2 more years in Italy, and he's obviously said no and come back to Villa. Which
he wanted to come home, didn't he? Probably, I imagine, in
It's,
England.
I think it's a great bit of business.
Yeah.
Well, how much he'll play, I don't know, but
Oh, I'd
Yeah,
think he
so-
would play quite a bit.
I expect him to play the majority, but he's mostly been brought in for the experience, I think. Anyway, moving on to Brentford, which I'll do, because we said we'd take it in turns, didn't we? So, the first signing they made was Frank Onyeka. They brought him from Midtjylland. I can't remember the exact fee. I think it was something like 10 million, maybe. I can't remember. But from what I saw of him on his debut, he looked a well-oiled machine, box to box.
he's decent.
Energetic.
Yeah.
And then going down the list, Christoph Ayer from Celtic. Decent signing.
Good signing, yeah.
Can play at the back or in midfield. And he'll be a good signing for Brentford. And that one was for 13.5 million. Now, this one is a error on Sky Sports News' part because he hadn't signed for Brentford, he signed for Brighton, and that was today, which was Mark Cucurella.
Oh, yeah?
We'll get onto that when it's Brighton's turn. Now, the outgoings is Aaron Priestley on loan to Wimbledon. Henrik Dalsgaard, he's gone back to his native country, which is Denmark, and he's gone to Midtjylland for a free. Next is Luke Daniels, his contract expired, followed by Emiliano Marcondes, who, same reason, but he found a club, and that club was in Bournemouth.
Doing very well for them as well at the minute.
Yeah. Next up is Brighton, which I'll leave for John.
Yeah, well, are you ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Fire away.
Okay, right. So, we're on to Brighton. Ingoings, we have got... trying to remember how many of these are actually bloody first team, because a lot of their ones have just come straight in and gone straight out. Okay, Enoch Mweku from Red Bull Salzburg. I've not seen much of him. He's come off the bench, hasn't he, in the Premier League a couple of times.
Yes.
So I can't really say too much about him. Kiel Sherpen from Ajax, the tallest player in the Premier League at the moment.
Oh, wow.
How tall?
6'8" or 6'9".
Oh my god.
Whoa.
And then Mark Cucurella, as Ben said, fantastic player. I've seen him a few times. Very good. And today, Abdallah Simmer, who went straight out on loan to Stoke. That's right. I should know that. And loaned out. Right. What's the important loan out? Let's have a look. Jensen Weir, purely because he's the son of David Weir, who you may or may
I'm
not remember from
friends with
Everton.
his brother.
Oh
by
wow,
the
was
way.
he related to David Weir?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
his
his
son.
son.
Wow.
And I'm
Um,
friends with his brother.
we've also got Matt Clark to West Brom,
yeah.
Leo Ostergaard to Stoke, Florin Andone to Cadiz, Jason Malumbi to West Brom, John Paul Van Heck to Blackburn. Oh, right, here we go. Outs. This is what I wanted. I was just reading loads of random names for no reason. Outs. Davy Proper went back to PSV Eindhoven. I didn't see anything about that, so I don't know when he made his move.
I liked him.
Yeah, I did as well. Jose
Back-
Izagredo.
I'm
Yeah,
back,
carry
back
on.
home now. I'm back home now.
Sorted, at least we can hear you now. Jose
Oh, I thought you meant
Izagredo was...
Davy Proper. Oh.
No, I did. That's what I said.
Oh no, sorry, I thought Sam meant he was back home. Oh.
Oh, jeez, right. Let me carry
Oh,
on.
never mind, continue on.
Jose Izquierdo was released. Again, another player I liked. I think he got ravaged with injuries, didn't he, really?
Yeah.
Bernardo went back to Red Bull Salzburg. Victor Gyökeres, a promising young player that didn't really cut it, really, went to Coventry. Romaric Yapi has gone to Vitesse. No idea who the fuck he is, but okay. Bear with me. Where are we? Right, Matt Ryan
not
has gone
still
to Real
on-
Sociedad.
You're not still on the bees, are you?
Yeah, because we get sidetracked as we often do. So
We're on Brighton, I think, aren't we now?
yes.
Yeah, and me and Jord are taking it in terms of how
Yeah.
do Burnley.
Matthew Ryan has gone to Real Sociedad. Ali Reza Hambach has gone to Feyenoord. Ben White, obviously, as we covered, went to Arsenal, and Percy Tau has gone to El Alil in Egypt.
I think Brighton are one of these teams that will always be down there, but they'll always have enough. Especially when, for me, their biggest asset is their manager.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think in a certain club, but I wouldn't take much for Brighton just to go. But a very good start. 2 wins and 3. That'll give them good put them in good stead, and a home victory as well. So yeah.
Are we ready for Burnley?
Can I just very quickly, sorry,
Go on, don't worry.
Matt Ryan's an interesting one, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
I don't understand what happened to him at all.
Yeah, it's a
he sort of
baffling
got
one, isn't it?
frozen out, but then Robert Sanchez was on form, I guess.
Yeah, and
But
I've
it
never really been a big Robert Sanchez fan, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't really
did-
understand. I think he's all right. I don't think he's great.
Yeah. Right. Are we ready for Burnley?
Yeah, let's
Yep,
go.
fire
This'll be
away.
a quick. This will be a quick one. They never bring anybody in.
No,
No.
that is true.
That is true, yeah. And commending Sean Dyche for that in a way, because he always has limited resources, but he gets the job done what is necessary.
Sorry to steal your job, Ben, but we have got some breaking news. Where were we from where we were before? From the last bit of breaking news, about half an hour ago, we got three lines to go through. So Leicester City and Newcastle discussions over a loan deal for Hamza Chowdhury have broken down. Barcelona and Atletico Madrid have agreed a deal for Antoine Griezmann, an initial loan with an obligation to buy for €40 million, which is £34.4 million. And Odison Edouard.
That's surprising because he is good enough. He is good enough for
for Barcelona, but it just doesn't work out
I believe
sometimes.
it's the wages. I think it's more the wages because he has done well in Spain, to be honest. And Odison Edward has agreed a 5-year deal with Crystal Palace. Big signing. This
Good
fee
stuff.
is
That's a bit of
believed.
a cue. That's a
Yeah,
bit of a cue for Palace because there were
Yeah.
some big clubs in for Edward, Arsenal, Leicester. I think even Real Madrid and Barcelona are having a
yeah.
little sniff
I
at
I
it.
agree.
Potentially.
I agree.
Potentially. Go on,
I read
George.
Chelsea as well. The fee is believed to be around 14 million, which could rise to 18.5, with Paris Saint-Germain due a significant sell-on clause in the deal. He will earn 70,000 a week with add-ons.
That is
hefty.
but he must be at, well, maybe Zaha is, but he must be up there as one of their higher earners now. That's
Yeah.
a lot of money for
Zaha,
Palace.
him, and Eze probably is my guess. Just on Palace before I move on, that could be crucial as to whether they are fighting relegation or they jump up to mid-table, because obviously they haven't had a good start under Vieira, but they got a crucial point at the weekend, and Edward could help them. Takes the
Yeah,
pressure
I
off.
think they'll still be in a relegation battle, but it gives them a great chance.
Yeah, I agree. Also, before I quickly move on, takes the pressure off Zaha and Eze. Now,
Yeah.
And everybody's favourite player, Christian Benteke.
Hey,
Oh,
I
yeah.
will not have anything bad said about Benteke. I don't care. I think there's still a good player in there.
Yeah,
He
there
showed it
is,
in the
I
second
agree.
half of last season. I just think that he, obviously with Edward coming in, I think it'll be a straight battle between Benteke and Edward for striker now. But I like Benteke. I don't care what
Yeah,
anybody else says.
can Edward take the Teke? Let's see.
I think Benteke is second choice very firmly. If Edward's Scottish scoring form is anything to go by, which usually coming to England it isn't. Anyway, I'll let Ben continue on.
Right, so next up we have an interesting one, which is Burnley. And for me, obviously, they usually do limited business, but they've done quite a bit recently in the last few hours. So, first up, we have Maxwell Carney from Lyon. Lyon, the left back stroke. Left winger.
Has he signed? Does he? I didn't know that.
Very
Yeah.
good signing for them. I think it was 13.5 million, and
Yeah, that's what I read.
he'll definitely improve them. Next up, we have Nathan Collins from Stoke. I don't
Yeah.
know how much for.
I think that was about 6 or 7, maybe 8 million. I can tell you,
Yeah.
I've seen him play. Obviously, following Stoke and also the EFL. He's a great defender.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I like him. I think even in the bad days of Stoke in recent times, has been excellent.
if he is, that'll be a good purchase for them. Obviously, takes the pressure off their 2-star defenders, and they thrive on defending, don't they? So, anyway, next up, Wayne Hennessy, Crystal Palace on a free.
It's not a bad sign.
Connor Roberts signed today on deadline
Yeah,
day.
I think that's a really big signing. I like that a lot.
Yeah,
Is
I
that
do
from
too.
Swansea, is it?
From
Yeah.
Swansea for 2.5 million, and this was being rumoured. Doesn't look like it's happening now, but this was being rumoured, and that was a loan deal for Weston McKennie from
Oh, yeah.
Juventus.
They were
But
offered him. I think they've said no.
Yeah,
I actually would love, you might find this really weird, but I would love to play on just run dice because I feel like he'd get the best out of you as a player. Like he'd get the best out of what you've got to the absolute maximum. And he keeps hold of a lot of his players. But look at Tarkovsky and McNeil. You know, they're a tight bunch there. And they've got some good footballers. But I just love, he'd be up there in my top 5 managers to play for. But in terms of just getting the best out
along
of
with Brian Clough, right, shithouse.
Absolutely shit out.
Absolutely shithouse.
Brian Clough has scared a living daylights out of your shit out. You know, knobbly kneecap shit out.
My favourite, calling him Jigsaw, because whenever a cross comes in, he falls to fucking pieces. That's my
He just got destroyed by Clough.
Why do you call me Jigsaw, boss? Because every time the ball comes into the area, Crossley, you fall to fucking pieces.
Oh yeah, perfect. For Burnley though, we forgot about the best signing of the transfer window for Burnley. The return of Aaron Lennon.
Oh yeah, from Turkey.
Yeah.
Gosh, I don't remember even seeing that. I managed to completely miss that.
No, outgoing. We have Robbie Brady. Apparently his contract's expired. He's a good player.
Struggle with injuries though, didn't he?
Ryan Cooney. I don't know who he is. He's gone to
Right back for Morecambe. Talking of shit houses, he's one.
Ben Gibson gone to Norwich. See, I found that a bit weird. I found it weird how Gibson was so good at Middlesbrough, was on the verge of the England side. Yeah, and then he's been shit ever since. No, but went to Burnley and he didn't even get a chance, did he?
You were fucking awful shit out.
No, I think that's harsh because I think he's a good player. I don't even know what happened. He hardly played.
Yeah, he could have played for England as well. He was nearly there, wasn't he, at the time?
What happened? Do we actually know why he didn't get any start? No.
I actually don't know, to be honest. I've not heard anything about it.
Then just to break away from Burnley for a second. Just while I remember, Saido Berahino going to Sheffield Wednesday.
Yes, I was going to mention that as one of the. It's a shock for me because we've not seen him in a long time.
I'm very glad that he's back. To be honest, I think he deserves it.
Jesus.
Me too.
Yeah, he's a shit house too.
He is. He literally is.
Yeah, he has a bit of a rum side.
You fucking shit out. I bet Will doesn't even know who Berahino is.
I do, yeah, he was the guy, former Stoke player, drink driving, didn't he?
Yeah.
You only remember him for the bad things he did.
Didn't he punch someone as well or something?
Former West Brom had an incredible season in the 13-14 season. I think it was.
Not a former shithouse, current shithouse.
Yeah. Status to be.
Ooh.
Right. So, following down from Ben Gibson, we have Joe Bongo. He's gone to Accrington on loan.
Oh yeah, he's a shithouse and all.
Accrington Stanley, exactly.
Excuse me, Accrington Stanley were one of the founder members of the football.
No, it's a reference. Have you not seen that ad? Have you not?
No, that one.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
look it up. It's a classic.
Then
I'm sure.
underneath him, we have Jimmy Dunn. He's gone to QPR.
Is that a permanent? I haven't
Yeah.
actually seen whether that's a permanent or
Yeah,
not.
permanent. Yeah, permanent. And then underneath him, Lucas Jensen, Carlisle loan, and then we have finishing Burnley off, Odoku Chima, Queen of the South, on a free.
Great name.
Yeah, don't know how to pronounce it really.
Is it Chelsea next? I think it's Chelsea next, isn't it?
Yeah.
Go on, George. Chelsea.
Right.
And
Here we go.
first, before that, what do you think about Lukaku coming in?
Well, what I'll do is I'll explain that as we go, shall I?
Fair enough.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm waiting
Okay.
for this.
So, coming in for Chelsea, first team, Marcus Bettinelli from Fulham for free as a backup goalie, and Romelu Lukaku from Inter Milan for £97.5 million, and Saul from Atletico Madrid for £4 million on loan.
That's a good
not-
deal.
It's not had his medical yet, has he?
Yeah, it's not 100% confirmed, but I'm just going to throw it in there.
Yeah, because it will be done.
Because, yeah, it probably will get done. Right, so my opinion on Lukaku, out of the blue, when it first came up, I didn't want him. Now I've seen him play for us, just because I thought he'd revert to type. I thought he'd revert back to what we know Lukaku to be.
but this is what I don't like, right? And you were saying about Benteke. Lukaku, for all that you say about his first touch and all this when he was at United, Everton, West Brom before that, and obviously Chelsea where he didn't start a Premier League game first time around, but he scored over 100 goals in the Premier League. He was pretty much level with Didier Drogba. Now I know he didn't have the influence Drogba did all round, but people are still saying he's still got a point to prove. And when he left Man United, he'd scored over 100 goals in the league, and only 26 players have done that. So I don't understand.
For me,
I understand. Hang on, let me finish. I understand where the question marks come about his first touch and all that, but to say he's not Premier League, been Premier League quality before, despite what you say about his holes in his game, he's scored so many goals, and also he has been on a new diet. He looks fit. He looks strong, and he could. How old is he? 28. He could push Alan Shearer's record very close in the Premier League. There you go.
I like him a lot. I'm not saying anything bad about Lukaku. I just admittedly was one of those people that didn't really rate him at United, but
same with me.
I've never felt like he wasn't or he isn't, one of those players that you should look at as one of the best goal scorers in the league, because he is. And seeing him, like Sam said, he looks so fit, so ready, so hungry. For me, we talk about Ronaldo coming home and what that means, and different players.
Well,
What are you laughing at?
home, really.
Sorry.
The Sporting Lisbon.
Yeah. Whereas, for Lukaku, it's a similar deal. Like, he's gone out and proved himself as one of the best strikers in world football.
Yeah, but he's a
now,
Chelsea fan as well.
Yeah, and now he gets to do it, and for him, from interviews and stuff, you can tell he really loves the club and he's really glad to be back, which is just, for me as a Chelsea fan, it's a beautiful thing for sure. I think he's going to do great. I think he partners up with the likes of Havertz really well. I think that if Saul does come in, it'd be interesting to see where he plays. And yeah, we can't really talk about that one without it being 100% confirmed. So I'm not going to
Do
do
you
that.
want, do you want me to give you my opinion on Lukaku?
Go for it.
I see him winning the Golden Boot this year. I think he will. I mean, I know Ronaldo's come back in it.
Salah, Kane, Vardy.
And I know they're valuable names to mention too, but I just see Lukaku winning the Golden Boot. You know, he said about hunger, and he has that. There is question marks over him still because of his time at United, and he still knew where the net is. Don't get me wrong, but it didn't really work out for him. But this time, I see him wearing the number 9 of Chelsea very proudly, and I see him winning the Golden Boot. Yes,
Go
yes,
on.
on Sunday. On Sunday, he didn't have his best game, and he took a few ropey touches of the ball, fell over it, and everyone was going, "This is the Lukaku I remember," and all that. But I still see him winning the Golden Boot.
I think, just to pick up on what we said about all these teams, I think it's going to be an incredibly tight season this year.
Sorry, boy.
Tighter season than we've seen in a while. I really can't call it. Obviously, City have still got to be favourites. They are the champions. I get that, but I think that
It is going to be a tight season. I agree with you. Yeah.
Liverpool, even though Liverpool haven't signed anybody with Van Dijk, barely going to decide to come up, but with Van Dijk back, and they've now got the front four, if you like. And then you've got United, who have spent and brought in a quality defender as well. Who I think, as much as great as Ronaldo and Sancho will be, I think
Varane is the most important one. I agree. Yes.
Varane is the best signing of the summer. Ronaldo's my favourite because we brought him back and all that. I love that, but for a team perspective, I think Varane's our best signing of the summer.
I don't know. For me personally, I think Ronaldo is the best purely because it's Ronaldo, and he could have gone.
But
hang on a sec, because there were plenty more attractive places for Ronaldo to have gone: a Bayern Munich, a PSG, a Man City, but he chose to come back to United, which is, it's a big deal.
No, it's massive, and I have to say, I cried when Ronaldo left United. I can remember where I was. I was sat on my bed at home. These rumours have been going around, and I didn't watch football like I did then, right? I did Sky Sports Transfer Centre and all that. And my dad came in and he said, Ronaldo's gone. And I just burst into tears. And I know I didn't burst into tears when he came back. I had a tear in my eye.
I thought you would have been dumping yourself with excitement.
No, I had a tear.
Oh no!
I had a tear in my eye. But I do. And I think Ronaldo, to have him back is absolutely awesome. I can't say how I feel. I'm just saying, from a team point of view, Varane is more of what we needed, and I think he is our best, not my favourite signing of the summer, but our best.
I agree, yeah.
No, I actually agree. But do you want me to give you a controversial opinion? Just quickly.
Go for it. I love a controversial opinion.
Yeah, go on, Ben, fire away.
I mean, just to butt in against myself, because this is the transfer window show. Bellerin has joined Betis on loan. But my controversial opinion is City will be up there, I think, but I don't think they're favourites. I honestly don't think they'll retain it. I think they'll be up there, but and they've proven that they might not struggle without a striker. But then again, that is without that is playing a mediocre Arsenal side to score 5. Norwich will get relegated, I think. So I believe City won't win it, and I believe United. I'm not saying it in order, but I believe United, Chelsea, and Liverpool have a good chance of finishing ahead of City. I'm not saying they will, but I think they have a good chance.
I think it could be the best league we've seen in years. I really do.
Because I feel like Ferran Torres, he started the season very well. He can play the centre forward role very well. De Bruyne is injured, not back yet. He can play it. Same with Foden, I get that. But then missing out on Messi, Kane, and Ronaldo is damaging for them, whether you like it or not. If they got Kane, I would have said a completely different story. I would have said their league for the next 5 years, but I just don't see them retaining it because of that. I mean, they could do, don't get me wrong, and they still have a good chance of it, but I just don't see it.
Yeah,
And
I
like
think
you
that's
say,
interesting. Yeah, because
Like you say, Sam, I think it's going to be a lot closer than what people would have said if, for example, either one of Messi, Ronaldo, or Kane went to City. I don't know what
I'm glad in a way. I'm glad in a way. I hoped Kane didn't go to City, not just because it's City, but I like to see a competitive league. You know, even if you gave me the option, I mean, I'd love us to win the league, but to win the league by 25 points or to win it by 5 or 6, I like to see a competitive league. I don't like it over too early. It just I don't like it going down to like the final few games, but I don't like it to go too early. Anyway, some breaking news. I'll be your breaking news people. One that's been in the pipeline for a while, as we have exactly an hour and 10 minutes left of our transfer window.
oh, that's very precise.
There is that. I've got the time here. That's why. Obviously, there is that deal sheet. I think that the clubs can do for an extension. I think it's for a couple of hours after the window shuts, as long as the paperwork's in. Correct me if I'm wrong. But Crystal Palace have signed officially Odsonne Edouard from Celtic. A bitter blow to their rivals at the bottom, because this could be the difference. But yeah, great piece of work from Crystal Palace, as we've said. I don't think it can be underestimated how big an influence Vieira has on players coming to
Yes.
a name like Vieira coming to. Obviously, Palace is a big club. Don't get me wrong, the Premier League team, but would they have signed Odsonne Edouard without him, especially with, I think Edouard's French, isn't he?
Yes, I think so, yeah.
So that connection. So, yeah, a really exciting one for Palace fans. And if you've got a front three of Edouard, Zaha, and Eze when he's fit. I tell you what, that's quite a good little front three. That.
Frightening for a lower league team.
Yeah.
So yeah. Well, the only issue with Palace still is I'm not sure they've got enough numbers in the club because they did have a big turnover. But certainly their first
you're right.
12 13 is very good. So we will see. I expect them to be at the bottom, but your breaking news as the time strikes 9:52 is that Crystal Palace have signed Hudson Edward from Celtic for a 5-year deal. Patrick Vieira will be jumping up and down. Anyway, carry on, boys.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to carry on with the outgoings now for Chelsea as we got a little bit of a break in the conversation. So going out for Chelsea have been, and there's a little bit of a theme here, and I suppose we'll talk about it when we get to the end because I think we have to talk about it really. Pierre-Emerick Ilimbe, the under-18s captain, went to West Ham for £2.15 million. West Ham. Marco Van Hinkel ended his nightmare eight-year stay at Chelsea, going to PSV on a free. Jamal Blackman, Chelsea's longest serving player up to that point, was released, as was Willy Caballero. Fikayo Tomori made his Milan move permanent for £25 million.
I think Chelsea missed a trick there.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
Victor Moses finished his long stint with Chelsea, going to Spartak Moscow for £4.5 million. Olivier Giroud, who scored his first 2 goals for Milan the other night, went to Milan for £900,000. Another youngster.
A steal. Probably the buy of the whole window of the whole world, that in terms of bargains.
I wouldn't say that.
Continuing on with
okay, fair enough.
A World Cup winner, a player that's been underrated his whole Premier League career.
This
for
is
£900,000.
I love Giroud.
Okay, fair enough.
I also love Giroud, and Sam would definitely let him bum him up the bumhole.
Oh yeah, he's the one man. He's the one man I would throw everything away for.
Oh, Olivier.
Oh goodness me, that sounded quite romantic.
Even his name gives me chills, Olivier.
Carrying on the theme, Mark Gurhey joined Crystal Palace for £20 million. Lewis Bate joined Leeds for £1.5 million. Miles Peart-Harris joined Brentford for £1.5 million. Daniel Simiu joined Southampton for £1.5 million. Valentino Livramento joined Southampton for £5 million. Don't know whether you've seen this guy yet, but Jesus Christ, what a player.
Why did he go to Southampton then? Why did I get it?
Well, we'll get to this in a minute because that's going to be my point. That's why I'm highlighting all these youngsters that have gone that nobody's heard of. Tammy Abraham joined up with Jose Mourinho at Roma for £34 million. Don't know whether you saw his goal for Roma the other night, but Jesus Christ, what a goal.
No.
Davide Zappacosta.
Chelsea have got a first refusal. A first buyback option, haven't they?
That's right, £68 million.
Lovely.
Where are we? Davide Zappacosta ended a nightmare 4-year stay in the capital with an £8.1 million move to Atalanta. Yeah.
He signed from Atletico Madrid, didn't he?
It was
some Italian club, wasn't it?
It was Roma.
I think it was from Atalanta, so he's gone back there. Ike Ugbo joined Genk for £3.15 million, another youngster who had a really good spell out on loan and has been sold for fucking peanuts. Yeah, at least he's not gone. And Kurt Zuma has been sold to West Ham for £29.8 million. just before we go on to that, I'll just cover some of the loan players, which are big loans, in my opinion. Levi Colwill, the centre-back to Huddersfield, I think he's got a big future ahead of him. Billy Gilmore to Norwich, we know how good he is.
I love Billy.
And he'll probably be off for like 2 million in the summer because Thomas Tuchel just doesn't give a shit about these young players. Ian Matson to Coventry, great player. Hopefully he'll play for Chelsea in the future, but who knows. Conor Gallagher to Palace for free with no loan fee.
I thought it wasn't a loan, right? Yeah, it's a loan though, isn't it?
Armando Broja to Southampton. I think he's going to be a great signing if he can get first team football. Michy Batshuayi to Besiktas. Why don't you just sell him? He's fucking shine. Kennedy to Flamengo. Emerson to Lyon. Matt Miazga to Alaves. Baba Rahman to Reading. Timue Bakayoko to Milan. Danny Drinkwater to Reading.
Danny Drinkwater? Former Premier League?
And Dujon Sterling to Blackpool. And a very weird one, which happened today. Ethan Ampadu was loaned out to Venezia in Italy.
Yeah, I saw.
But he has signed a new contract.
Yeah, a big contract as well.
Is Mustard joining Dijon Sterling?
You are a disgrace.
That's pretty good for you, that one.
Why, thank you very much, Mr. Taylor.
Oh, well.
You know, can I terminate my contract? I know we're only one show in, but, you know.
Oh, my God.
I don't even know what to say to Dujon Mustard. Right.
Well, what are you doing right now? Are you laughing or just staring? He's laughing. Okay, good.
He's probably not even listening. But,
Sorry, Ben, what did you say, mate?
Will. No, he wasn't listening.
You just carry on with your mustard.
Yeah.
Okay.
You and Dujon. Anyway, the point I was trying to make. The point I was trying to make was we've got, you know, Chelsea. In terms of players produced, actually have one of the best academies in England, and yet all we've seen
Nobody plays for the first team.
Well, no, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, all we seem to do is sell these players way before. I know that's what we do with our academy, but way before we've maximised the value. I mean,
And also, John, as a player, as a fan, because you're not a player, but as a fan, that must really frustrate you. Obviously, not everybody's going to come for the academy and play for the first team, or they might do when they decide they're not good enough. We accept that. But the amount of players Chelsea produce, and some of them, like Lukaku, like De Bruyne, you could say, like
Salah,
like and some of the other homegrown players that have gone on to be amazing. It must frustrate you that, say out of a group of 12, 3 or 4 of them, or 5, they don't even get a chance.
Yeah, and I mean that was my point with Nathaniel Chalobah as well. Like, you know, a lot of people forget, that he actually played enough games in that 16-17 season to get a Premier League winners medal. So technically, Nathaniel Chalobah is a Premier League winner.
His brother looked decent, to be fair.
Yeah, and I'm amazed they haven't got rid of him, because he does look a good player. You know, the big one for me, is Livramento, because he was our under-23 captain. He is signed for Southampton and looks like another Tariq Lamptey. He looks unbelievable. His performance against Man United was ridiculous.
What's happened to Lamptey, by the way?
He's still injured, isn't he? Hasn't he like broken his leg or something like that, or his ACL?
Oh, well, fair enough. If he's broken his leg and ACL, I'll let him off.
But the point is,
nice of you, Will. You normally horrible to players.
and then I'll give you another one. In fact, I don't know if you've ever heard of him, but there's a guy called Tino Aneurin. He's a young player, a midfielder.
Yeah.
I have heard of him, yep.
Yeah,
Today he's signing for Lokomotiv Moscow for £18 million.
yeah.
So,
See,
I mean-
I don't understand, you know, even not from an outsider looking in, the people that work at the academy must think, all right, some of them go and play lower league and have very good careers, but some of them play semi-pro or whatever, but some of them go on to play for big clubs that don't make it at Chelsea, and yet they must think, what's the point? Because we're just giving other clubs any mission in the future to play against us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's interesting, isn't it? Because you talk about, oh, sorry to interrupt you, but you know, Lukaku and De Bruyne and Salva.
So the only one I'm okay with is Salah because he was genuinely awful for Chelsea. Like, he really was just crap. So I'm not too bothered about Salah, but De Bruyne and Lukaku leave a bad taste in the mouth.
another one that's a bit strange is...
So does Abraham as well, just to carry on.
Yeah.
It's a shame he's gone. It is.
That's a bit strange, I think. And it's rolling back the years a bit now. But Marco Marin, do you remember him?
Yeah,
He was tipped.
he was wank.
He was tipped for quite
He was.
a good future.
He was crap.
He was shite.
And yet we still kept hold of him for bloody, I don't know, 5 or 6 years. Here's one for you, Will, just quickly. Barnsley have signed Claudio Gomez from Man City. I know you're you're well versed in him. He's your football manager boy, isn't he?
Oh gosh, yeah, I haven't played Football Manager for many months, but yeah, I did when I managed City. Yeah, well, I thought because Claudio Gomez
You
was
managed
part.
City,
I
bro.
doubt it's on.
Disgusting.
I doubt it's on Cloud 9.
Ah, good. I like
If I
that.
was a
Oh, Glenn.
if I was a Man United fan, Will, I would not be managing Man City.
Yeah, but
No,
yeah, but
people would
Man
have
yeah,
it.
but
okay.
yeah, but
Oh,
yeah, but boys, you just because George say you're a Chelsea fan doesn't mean you can't manage Crew Alexander on Football Manager.
No, but that's different. We're not rivals.
No, but yeah, but boys,
Will,
come
Will,
on, come
Will,
on
Will,
now,
Crewe,
come on, lads.
Will, Crewe is my hometown club. I live and breathe Crewe
Well,
Alexandra.
Well,
Yes.
do you think Liverpool fans play as Everton and vice versa?
Well, I think did I ever go being Liverpool manager? I can't remember. I think I did.
Oh, that's even worse.
Oh,
Right, get off the show. We're taking it
Oh,
over.
come on, boys.
I tell you what, Will, as a Crewe fan, I've never played as Port Vale. I've never played as Macclesfield. I've
Oh,
never
Jesus.
played as. Don't think I've even ever played as Stoke. But as a Chelsea fan, I've never played as Tottenham. I've never played as Fulham. I've never played as QPR. I've never played as West Ham. I have played as Arsenal. That's purely because of the young potential players that have all got 85 potential, and all the Football Manager wonder kids they've got in their academy. But the point being, I don't touch rival clubs at all.
I haven't managed City.
How about Brentford? Would you do them, George?
Yeah, because who the fuck gives a shit about Brentford?
Just the bus stop in Hanlow.
Yeah, you're right.
What's the word?
Oh, you're just all funny, lads. You're
But
fantastic.
the point being, unless I had a reason to, I wouldn't play as any of the London clubs.
Yeah, but
No.
you're not intrigued, you know, to have a go at managing Liverpool or City or, you know.
Yeah, but they're not
So-
rivals to Chelsea. Who cares about City or Liverpool? I don't care about those.
Yeah, but
There's only one club in London, and they wear blue. And that could be any, because that's like QPR, Reading, and all sorts. But they wear Chelsea blue, royal blue. I think royal blue is actually Reading, but they wear Chelsea blue. Anyway, shut up.
my favourite
Right.
shade of blue, royal blue, so.
Well, can we move on to Palace?
Sorry, yes,
Yeah.
Palace. So,
Ben's turn, off you go.
Right. So Palace, obviously, I'll talk a little bit about them before I delve into
okie
the
dokie.
business. So obviously they let Roy Hodgson go at the end of the season, a dependable, reliable, always get the job done manager for them, and brought in Vieira. Was he still the manager of Nice, or was he
I think he left Nice to join Palace.
Yes, he did.
Which-
no, I
which,
think
by
Nice
the
sacked
way-
him, didn't they?
Not that many people are talking about how big a coup Patrick Vieira is for Palace, but Jesus.
I disagree. As a manager, he's not a massive queue yet. As a player, yes. Manager, no.
Yeah, but think about it. I'm not talking necessarily just about the managerial. There are so many players that are going to want to play under
Yes.
Patrick Vieira. I mean, look at what Palace have brought in since he's been there. They've had a great window. Odson Edward is a
Excuse me.
massive signing. He could have gone to top 6 clubs. Chelsea wanted him. Arsenal wanted Edward. Chelsea wanted him. Everton wanted Edward. He's gone to Palace.
To be honest, I've got mixed opinions on Vieira.
Don't get me wrong, I don't think he's going to last, because I think that it's all well and good signing all these good players, but when you were a big name player, a lot of the expectation is usually that it translates to being a big name manager. So he's probably on borrowed time already, to be honest.
Yeah,
He's not on borrowed time already. That's the most
What,
ridiculous.
Vieira?
You say
That's the most ridiculous statement I've ever heard.
I have
in
to
my life.
agree.
He's changing the style of play. He's been there. He's been there for what, 8 weeks, and you're saying he's on borrowed time.
You say
In the
that,
modern game, yeah.
I think you're on the booze.
You say
Yeah,
that.
I think that is the most dumb statement you've ever
Look
come out with.
Look at what they did to Frank de Boer. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Frank de Boer.
Frank de Boer was
Frank-
dreadful, and he
Yeah, but
brought
he
himself
actually-
down, he did.
Yeah, but he actually is a good manager. He's a more proven
Look what he
manager
did
than
in the
Patrick
Netherlands,
Vieira.
it was dreadful.
Yeah, but you don't know about the rest of his career. He was a proven title winner. He, on paper, it was a good acquisition. Sorry.
So Vieira's got 2 points for Palace, and you know he should be sacked.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying he's on
Well,
borrowed
that's-
time. I'm not
He's
saying
on
he'll.
borrowed.
I'm
Alright, I
not saying.
understand that he's under scrutiny,
not-
but
I'm
to say
not-
he's on
I'm
borrowed
not saying-
time.
I'm not
You're on
saying.
borrowed
Hang
time.
on. I'm not saying he'll go in a week or 2 weeks, but I'm saying I'd be amazed if he's still there at Christmas if they don't
So,
pick
and
points
that's
up.
for you.
Because that's the modern game.
For you, that's borrowed
breaking
time.
news.
You give him 3 games, and for you, that's borrowed time.
I've just said I'd be amazed.
When they've
I
had
know.
a massive
No.
when they've had a massive turnover. of
Hold on,
players,
steady.
lost
Children,
so
children.
many players, and yet you think that Vieira, who's come in trying to turn in the style of play, had to deal with all the players that have left, is on borrowed time already. Shocking.
Firstly, you're going way over the top, so you should calm down. Secondly, I said that I would be amazed if he's still in the job by Christmas.
And why? Why?
Because that's the modern game.
No, cut the modern game crap. Why? What's going to happen to it?
But it's true though, isn't it? And it is true that
Yeah, but what about him thinks that it'll only last till Christmas?
I think
I
that
actually agree with Jordan on that, to be honest.
I think that if a big name comes in and doesn't deliver, they get cut way quicker than they should do. Look at let's say for example, right? Let's say for example, Daniel Farker got relegated with Norwich last season, not the whenever, right? He brought them back up, but if they get relegated, he'll probably still stay because what has he achieved in the game other than what he's done at Norwich, right?
Yeah.
Graham Potter.
Borussia Dortmund's number reserve team manager they got.
Graham Potter comes in for Chris Hughton, who has managed the Premier League consistently before then, does a good job with Brighton, a good style, all good signings first season. Second season, should have gone. Why didn't he go? Because he's not a big name, everything he did was still right and he stayed up. But can you say that you wholeheartedly believe that they will give Patrick Vieira, a man who hasn't done that much in the managerial game, but has won World Cups, Premier Leagues, European Cups, you're telling me that he'll get 3 or 4, 5, 6 years of avoiding relegation with Crystal Palace?
No, he won't if it goes like that. And that's not what I'm saying, but I'm saying for you to say that he's on borrowed time already is a complete...
but no, it's not, because with a better manager, Frank de Boer, they did it. They pulled the plug on de Boer after 72 games.
He brought himself down, though.
That wasn't solely because of results. It couldn't have been. That I've read into that, and that was because they realised that they made a mistake with him, and actually he wasn't taking behind the scenes. He wasn't taking the club in the direction the owners wanted.
And I think you're misconstruing what I'm saying, because I want Patrick Vieira to do well, because he's a legend of the game. He's a legend of one of the best midfielders.
What is it? You've still not answered the question. What is it about him that you think?
I did answer the question. You can't bring a big name in and then do nothing. If you bring in a big name and they're in a relegation fight,
all thumbs go down the Jeremy Paxman route.
What's nothing for you then?
If they're in the relegation zone or they're in the relegation fight again, after everything they've done, after all the signings they've made, Palace have got a good enough team to be higher mid-table, even top 12. So if they haven't done that, if they haven't done that, I think that there's a lot of pressure on him. I think there is. I think you can already tell how much pressure there is on him when there shouldn't be, and that's telling. Because after the game against Chelsea, his first league game, he begged for signings on air on his interview in Match of the Day. That's just not right. I don't think if they don't deliver, I don't think he'll stay. And I stand by that.
I agree, but they're gonna have a bit of patience with him.
Yes, I think they will keep faith with Vieira.
At least, unless they're on the road at the foot of the table. You say this and look at Arsenal with Mikel Arteta. How long have they given him in the job? And after they're all saying, well, let's give him a while. Vieira gets 3 games and half a pre-season because he arrived late, and you're saying he's already under massive pressure.
Yeah, no, but you're misconstruing what I'm saying. I think there's pressure on him. I do. I think there is, because every single season under Roy Hodgson, don't get me wrong, wasn't pretty, but they always improved. They kept the best players. They played a good style of football. They did everything they needed to do. Now, I think, and this is my personal opinion, I think Roy Hodgson only stayed because he loved Crystal Palace. I think if it was anybody else, and this is one of the reasons I think Patrick Vieira could, and I'm saying could, be in trouble, is that he has no affinity for Palace whatsoever. There's nothing linking him to Palace whatsoever. Steve Parish, right, is one of the best owners in the league. I think he loves his club. He's been a Palace fan since he was 4 years old. He speaks so candidly about the club.
He does,
He
yeah,
loves,
he does, yeah.
For me, he's the most genuine owner in the league. Now, if you're telling me that in terms of speaking about the club, yeah, because he has been in the terraces, he's done everything. He saved Crystal Palace from liquidation. So yeah, I'd say that. I don't think he's the most liked owner. I don't think he is the most likable either. I think the most likable and the most liked is Leicester. But in terms of the most genuine about the club, I think he's up there.
It was the Glazers.
No, surely Mike Ashley, probably the most hated owner.
But my point being is somebody that has no affinity for Palace, whether he's a big name or not, he has not got the CV to back up sort of the hype. Now, don't get me wrong, they bought a great signing, so don't get me wrong, they've done this and that. But I think that if things go bad, they have got a track record, Palace, from before the Hodgson era as well, of absolutely ruthlessly getting rid of managers. So, for me...
Can I just interrupt?
Oh, can I bring you some breaking... Oh, no, sorry, Ben. No.
That's probably what Ben's going to do.
Oh, sorry.
Well, do you want to do it? Will?
Yeah, I'd like to do it if that's okay, Ben.
George, I love you, George.
I know, it's fine.
Okay, we'll come back to that later. There was a very interesting debate. So, breaking news. So, Tottenham and Serge Aurier are in talks over a mutual contract termination. If agreed, the defender essentially becomes a free transfer and could join another club beyond the deadline. It would bring the end to his 4-year spell at the club. And I think Aurier, I don't think he's been that great during his time at the club, really.
He's been very rash, and I don't think
You can't rely on him, can you?
I think his surge never got going, to be honest.
Because
his surge just not great, just spluttered and went out. So, yeah.
Anyway,
I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't think he's a bad footballer, but he's one of these that's a bit like Marcus Alonso, is probably a bad comparison because he's a lot better at
Alonso's a lot calmer. Yeah, you can't compare him to Alonso.
No, I'm just saying he's better going forward already than he is defending. But that's what he's paid for. So. Yeah, the right decision. You've got Tanganga, who's looking good, and they've just signed this new right back, have they? So,
yeah.
Anyway, we better get on with.
I really enjoyed that nice spirited debate. A little too heated, but it's fine. I've dealt with worse than Sam, let me tell you.
Right, so on Palace and the debate, incoming Michael Elise, a promising
great signing.
Centre attacking mid/winger from Championship Club Reading. I think it highlights exactly it highlights the plan Vieira and Palace want to go down. Under his name, Jacob Montes. I've not got a clue who that is, and not being funny. And then we have Mark Gouhy. Gouhy. How would you say it, George?
Gouhy,
that's it. From Chelsea for £20 million. Good.
That's a lot of money for somebody that's not really been in the team a lot. I mean,
he was he was solid. He
He
was
was
solid.
good for
He had,
Swansea, wasn't he?
yeah, I was gonna say he had a 2-year loan at Swansea, and he was like their best player for those
Yeah.
2 years.
I rate him.
I like him a lot. I again, that's another one. I'm lose a bit of taste in the mouth a bit because I
Yeah.
thought he'd be good for us.
And then underneath him, we have a proven Premier League player who was at a club who got relegated last season. You could arguably say last season this player was this club's best player, or if not the best, definitely one of the best, and that is Joachim Anderson.
Yeah,
I
I
like
agree.
him.
Great signing.
Proper defender, like him a lot.
Yeah, from Leon. Can't remember the fee, to be honest.
It was a
No.
free. I thought it was a free.
No, undisclosed.
Ah.
And then underneath him, speaking of Chelsea and their youngsters, we have another proven Premier League player on loan at another club who got relegated last year at West Brom. He's gone on another loan this season, and that is the promising, energetic Conor Gallagher. And
Looks even better this season so far as well. By
Well,
the way.
yeah, I saw his goal at the weekend, and yeah, good start for him.
Did you see one or both?
I only remember one. Did he score both? Did he?
He scored
Yeah.
both.
Oh, right.
And then more recent transfer, who's a solid transfer for them. He certainly keep the ball ticking over for them. If they want to play a possession type base game, I think he'll be a good acquisition for them again. And I think he goes by the name of Will Hughes from
Yeah.
fellow Premier
Willie
League.
Hughes.
What?
Willie Hughes.
It's about
Great
time
one.
as well because I think he's been shafted for Premier League moves for quite a
Yeah.
while.
Why is he not? Why is he left? Watford? Why is he
I was
letting go?
surprised, yeah, that he, with Watford being
Probably
back in the
because-
Premier League.
Probably because he's a midfielder and he's going to get the chance to play under one of the best midfielders to ever play the game. That's what I'd go if I had the chance to play for.
Yeah, but why have Watford let him go? I wonder.
It's probably his move, to be honest.
Yeah,
He
I don't think
probably
he
does.
deserves it, to be honest.
And then under him, well, it's not actually under him because it's that recent, only about half an hour ago. Was it announced? And we've briefly touched on it, and we've also briefly said if they're gonna break from relegation zone, fighting relegation zone, up jumping to mid-table kind of 14th to 10th position, I think this guy will have a big role to play, and I think he'll help him, and that is Hudson Edward for a fee of 14 million, potentially rising to 18 from Celtic. And then the outgoings, we have
A lot.
a lot, yes, and it's a fairly common pattern, and that is that contracts expiries. This one, I think, this one and one more, I think they'll regret quite deeply. But starting off the list is Andros Townsend.
Can't
follow-
believe they let him go.
Yeah, this is me as well. I was surprised.
I agree.
Well-
Especially not so much letting go, because if he didn't want to stay, but especially seeing him going to Everton. If he'd said I'll go abroad, I could understand. But
This one, I'm even more surprised at to a certain extent. I know he did his hamstring, and he never really recovered. But Gary Cahill,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
still has
I
a
think-
lot to offer, especially with the new manager coming in. Even if he could only play a few games, offers experience and
Yeah,
won
and-
everything.
a voice like his in the dressing room, like I just mentioned, Edouard could be vital, for them to make the step up from fighting relegation to a mid-table team, but similarly keeping Cahill for the voice and the vital experience could have been like a new signing for them, and I think him and Townsend could be the ones that got away for them. Following them underneath, we have Scott Dan, similar to Cahill, although not quite
He's
as
been a
good.
good servant. He deserves a clap. He does. He's been excellent.
I'm not gonna clap.
I enjoyed it.
He's gone to Reading. And then
Good
underneath-
signing for Reading, that.
Yeah.
I agree.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Underneath, I briefly spoke about him before when I did the Burnley transfers. Wayne Hennessy, experienced goalkeeper, gone to
They've
Burnley.
got Butland now, haven't they? So yeah.
James
What a
McCarthy.
shit house.
He's
Is
been
that
a
just
great
because he played for
keeper.
Stoke?
No, it's just because he went down the drain, which is a shame.
Yeah, he was touted for an England first team.
England's number one.
Yeah.
Was supposed
Yes,
to be.
and
I was one of the,
I wanted,
I
but
was one of those people that wanted him to be number one.
I did as well. Yes.
And then after Hennessy, we have James McCarthy. I think he's gone to
Celtic.
Decent signing for them. He'll always get his foot.
Plenty of experience as well from Everton and Palace.
I
Yeah.
think.
I'm
I'll be
Wigan.
back in 1 sec.
Okay, Sam.
And then he said that so weirdly. But anyway, after James McCarthy, we have another fairly long servant, gone for the same reason, the contract expiring. And this is what I meant about the recurring pattern. But the name is Mamadou Sakho.
I think he just injured all the time, wasn't he?
Yeah,
For
and I think that's
Oh, yeah,
why
he had that
went real.
quite serious, didn't he, injury, Sacco?
Because if he stayed fit, being French as well, I could have seen him stay. But injuries didn't help him, like we said.
he'll
And
probably
then-
turn into a world beater now because he's gone to the French league.
Yeah. He was at PSG, wasn't
He was, yeah. That's where he got signed from, wasn't it?
he? Yeah. Oh, breaking news from Fabrizio Romano this time. Takahiro Tomiyasu. Paperwork are signed and completed between Arsenal and Bologna. So I'm sure within the next 5-10 minutes we'll see that come up on Sky Sports. Anyway, next we have PVA.
PVA?
Patrick Van
What's
Aanholt.
PVA?
Patrick Van Aanholt.
Aanholt.
Oh, right.
Another dependable player. Very good on
Think
his day.
Vieira would have loved him as well.
Yeah, went to Galatasaray. Following him, we have a person who seems to be around for ages, but he's a bit of a shit out. Connor Wickham.
Yeah.
I don't know where he's gone, to be fair.
He's training somewhere. I did see it. I think maybe it's Sunderland.
Maybe
or,
he's on the
Sheffield
moon.
Wednesday. I don't think he's on the moon.
And then,
Don't know how he's gonna get there.
completing the list, we have a loan move for Theon Spence. He's gone to Bristol Rovers.
I've got no idea who he is.
Neither do I. Next up for you, George.
Sounds like
Everton.
Bristol Street Rovers.
Everton for you now, George.
Yeah, I'll just get Everton up. How are
Hello.
you, Sammy boy?
Hello.
Hello.
Just-
dear.
Just so you know, we've got 28 minutes till the deadline. I don't know where Jim White is tonight.
He's
Oh,
left.
He's not on
He's left.
Sky anymore, has he?
He's
Left.
He left. Yeah, he's gone.
What? Jim does transfer deadline day every year.
He's gone now.
All good things come to an end.
I was with
I love it. It's so good.
While Sam collapses on his knees with tears.
Jim. Hang on, I'm just struggling to process.
Don't go,
Jim.
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 Don't leave me, Jim. Don't
Jimmy.
leave me.
Oh, Sam. Oh, Jimmy.
But he does.
It's worse than that, dead, Jim, dead, Jim, dead, Jim. It's worse than that, dead, Jim.
I don't think he's dead, bro.
Sorry, that's sorry, it was a joke. It's from do you know Star
Well, he
Trekking?
But he
What
does
is wrong with you?
transfer.
It's a really good song. It is.
He gets Harry in the studio. He's always on his phone with his guests looking at who's coming in.
No, it's too late. It's over.
In the words of Carol King, it's too late.
I'm gonna have to get his email address.
Anyway.
Is that why they've got Sam Allardyce?
Yeah, Big Sam.
As long as you
Well-
stay away from management, then I don't mind you on TV. But stay away
Well,
from
favourite.
management. I don't want to see you. Sorry, I had to get that
Right.
out.
Are you ready?
No,
Everton
really, not
business.
really. I'm having a
So-
meltdown.
They brought in Andros Townsend, Asmir Begovic, and Andy Lonergan on free transfers, and also Damari Gray from Bayer Leverkusen for £1.7 million.
Can I ask you a question?
Who's the snippet of the season,
Right.
in my opinion?
I think so too.
Why? What? Even more than Giroud going for 900,000?
Oh, Olivier. Well, Drew is a good signing.
So can I ask a question?
Go for it.
Damari Gray was only at RB Leipzig or wherever he was. No,
Bayer Leverkusen.
Bayer Leverkusen for 6 months or whatever.
Correct.
Why didn't it work out? Because surely they couldn't have just wanted to sell him after 6
He
months.
actually did very well there. I think Damari Gray probably just wanted to go home.
Was he homesick?
He did all right
He-
there. Well, I don't know
he
because I never
probably-
saw anything about it.
Because he surely mustn't have. He surely, must have thought he could have improved and carried on playing there. So maybe
Yeah.
he was homesick.
Well,
Who knows?
if you give him the option of to stay in the Bundesliga, although it's a good league and it's good for developing players like him, or the option of returning to the Prem, his native league, probably the league he enjoys the most,
I just think he's one of those players that seems to be really good in flashes, but then managers somehow lose trust in him. Like I thought he did quite well under Brendan Rodgers, but he never seemed to fancy him.
He
Maybe
started
and,
unbelievably as well.
and the same with Craig Shakespeare. So maybe and with Ranieri. So maybe he's just got something in his makeup or in his character because I don't think that I think he's a really good player, but there must be something about him that people don't like. He's not really found his home, has he?
I think Everton under Rafa will be that home. I mean, it may be too early to say that, but seeing them, and sorry, George, I know you're doing the transfers.
Go for it, it's fine.
But they look a well-oiled machine. He's got them rigid, he's got them organised, and so far, Demarai Gray seems to be thriving. He's scored, 3 or 4 goals already, and
where are you, Jude?
I just think he's found his own.
Sam, you're such a saddo.
That's my biggest deadline day.
I agree, actually. I think Demarai Gray is going to do really well. I was going to say because he's an English player, but he's not, is he? He's Jamaican, or he's one of those that is going to go over to Jamaica.
No, don't get Sam started on that.
What? Is it? Hey, you're not going to tell me that tomorrow.
You know that Mikel Antonio is confirmed as a Jamaican international as well, by the way.
I know that.
He's playing a good game, man.
In fact, when we're not... Oh, well, that's definitely racist. I would be doing that.
What did he say?
I'm not even repeating it.
Why? That's a Jamaican accent.
He just said something in a Jamaican accent that sounded really offensive. But anyway, we're going to do the outs for Everton. So, out for Everton is... what should we do? We'll do... We've got 5 loans out here, but I'll do the one that... There's 2 I think that are important. Obviously, Moise Keane until the end of next season, but that has been confirmed as well to be a permanent at the end of the loan deal.
No, it's not.
Yeah, no, I think it's a permanent at the end.
Or is it an obligation?
And then another one, which I think is a bit weird because he's a good player and he's played a few times for Everton and it looks really good, is they've loaned out Nkunku. Is it Nkunku?
Yeah.
Oh, Christopher Nkunku.
I tell you what, Paul, my helper, carer, is an Everton fan, and he's livid that Nkunku's been sent out on loan.
That's because Nkunku's class. I think he's great.
Yeah,
Oh no, am I thinking of the wrong Nkunku, not Christopher Nkunku?
Who's Christopher Nkunku? Who is that?
I'm pretty sure he used to play for PSG. No, RB Leipzig, I think.
Oh, yes, Nkunku, that's what you're on about.
Yes. Sorry, pronunciation is not always spot on, viewers.
What did you call him, Will?
I called him Nkunku, I think.
Why is that? Right. To all the African or French African or anybody with a dodgy sounding name it's hard to pronounce, we're sorry that Will is so racist.
How is that racist? I can't pronounce his name.
It's been addressed on the show before that Will is a slight racist. So
No, I assure you, viewers, I do not support racism.
And I'll tell you what, an even bigger sin than that, I bet he's not checked the comments once.
I have. I've been flicking back and two.
I thought we got to start, mate.
Oh dear.
What did you say? We got a sharp end? Did you?
No, what are you
we
on about?
I said, what have we got, shark bait?
Oh, nothing, unfortunately.
Nothing, because they've all tuned out because Will's a racist.
And Kunku.
Anyway, I'm gonna finish this, right?
Oh dear. Okay.
Going out. Only the important ones I'm gonna do. Mohamed Besic, released.
Never rated him.
Yannick Balassi was released, but has gone to K-Kür Rizespor in Turkey. Josh King was released and went to Watford. Theo Walcott was obviously released, but went to Southampton.
Was Josh King only there for like 6 months?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't get
Signed on a 6 month. Signed on a 6-month deal, and they didn't renew it.
Theo Walcott to Southampton for free. Bernard went to Sarjar for £850,000. Another player that they expected a lot of a couple of years ago, if you remember, Benny Bangajimi. Don't know if that's it. That's it. Yeah, you're right. Benny Bangajimi.
Yeah.
I don't know how you say it.
Very.
Hey, at least I had a go. Alright, at least it didn't sound horrid like Will. We went to Heart. He's gone to Heart. Young defender Thierry Small has gone to Southampton, and also Nathangelo Marcello to PSV Eindhoven.
You're forgetting a potential incoming too.
Which, Salomon Rondon.
Yep.
That's happening, isn't it?
That's a weird one, that is. I mean,
No, it's not. Rafa loves him.
How old's Rondon now?
About
36 must be now.
He's not 36.
He's he's a bit younger than that.
35?
33.
33, 32 maybe.
Flip it now.
Watch. If he's 36 now, I'm going to cry because I don't like it when Will's right.
Let's have a look, shall we?
And then Will tell us.
Here we go.
It's
He
another
is
red
31. Ooh, a lot younger than I thought.
Who was closest? I was closest. Avic.
Congratulations.
Tell you what, Rafa does love him. It's like the love affair between James Rodriguez and Ancelotti.
Or
And,
Defo and Redknapp.
Oh, and Mason Mount and Frank Lampard.
Who's the other one? Nico Cranshaw and Harry Redknapp.
Peter Crouch and Harry Redknapp.
Yeah. But obviously Defoe's the main one.
Yeah.
What's happening with James Rodriguez? Is he staying?
Apparently the deal for Diaz to go to Everton is off, so I think Rodriguez is staying.
Yeah. Am I up next?
You're up next. I think it's I think it's Leicester, is it? No,
Yeah.
that's wrong. Is it?
Leeds.
Hang on. A, B,
Leeds, yeah.
C, D, E, F, G.
Ah, Jesus. Not there. Will, I'm just going to stop you there. It's Leeds.
Okay, so should I hand it over to you for the rest of the show?
No! Stop trying to palm it off on us!
No, I was just asking you. Sorry.
This is the guy that was there for none of it. Left me defenseless.
Yeah, that was when I was in work and I had to keep coming out because Sam was left on his own by Will.
Trying to pronounce Toby's name.
Oh yeah. What was the one you couldn't get? Was it Michael Cuisance or someone like that? That was it.
Michael. I don't think I've even heard of him.
You have? Oh my god.
Michael.
In fact, no, you haven't because you weren't there on that show.
Oh, that'll be why.
Glad you had it funny, mate.
Carry on.
So moving on to ABCDEFG
Leeds.
Ray will be happy after Undatables that they've signed their newest addition, Dan James,
What do we
25 million.
What do you think about that? I mean, just quickly, I saw a Leeds documentary, Take Me Home, Leeds United.
Oh, I love that. It's so good.
And there's an episode where Dan James, from when he was going to move from Swansea, I didn't realise how close this was. I knew this had fallen through, but till I watched that he arrived for his medical, had his medical, passed his medical, a fee had been agreed between the two clubs, and they were just waiting for one piece of paperwork. He'd already had his shirt number printed.
Yeah.
And they never arrived, and he was there from 12 in the morning till 12 at night at Leeds, and then he had to drive all the way back to Swansea.
Yeah.
And then he's signed for United in the summer. Right, just to add to the confusion of names, sorry, Ben. Arsenal have signed
Oh, Jesus, here we go.
Oh, the Japanese guy.
Tashi
I'm on it.
Ryuko Timusui.
Oh my god. Takahiro, here it is. Takahiro Tomiyasu.
Oh, well,
Oh, it's not that bad actually to pronounce that.
It
For
sounded like Timusui, so it's not.
Takehiro Tomiyasu. That's it.
Even Will said it about you.
No,
Takahiro Tomiyasu.
What off the paper still can't beat Ali Meiji Handbatch.
No, it's a great name. Oh, Jakub Blaszczykowski.
Go on, Ben. Sorry.
Before I move on to Leeds, Traore staying at Wolves.
Yeah,
Good.
potentially a new contract.
Yeah. Right, so Leeds.
And they've been very good. They are in a false position because they've been creating so many chances. They battered us at the weekend. They're going to be fine.
They just
All
can't put the
they've
chances
got-
away.
All they've got is the yips, and as soon as they get over that and put one in, then the rest will follow. Carry on.
I agree. Right, so Leeds, the man we just mentioned.
Leeds.
Leeds indeed. Yeah, I think it's a good deal for all parties
It's
involved.
weird because Dan James played for us at the start of the season, and you think he was
He
going.
played for us.
No, they're only getting rid of him so they can free up that number 7 shirt. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he wasn't getting as much game time.
Sorry, Ben. Tottenham have terminated Serge Aurier's contract.
Bye bye.
What is wrong with you? Just an absolute arsehole, aren't you?
Well, I'm sorry, but he was just. It was garbage.
Will's really gonna miss him from the Premier League.
He was garbage.
You're garbage, Will. Carry on.
He would have been good as a bin man.
What was that thing that Jose Mourinho said about him? It feels like he's playing football with a bomb at his feet because he doesn't know whether he's going to score a 30-yarder or score an own goal.
Yeah, that sums
That's
him
what he
up.
said about Aurier. I liked him though. I wouldn't have gone with him. Better than Matt Doherty.
Well, Nuno's with him now, so I think he'd get the best out of it. Like
You're probably right, actually.
Right, so Dan James, like I say, good deal for all parties involved. Underneath him, we have
He's sad, Ben.
I'm a sad. I mean, James, don't get me wrong. He offered something to the club. Always gave 110% every single time he put on a shirt. But no, I'm not sad.
No, he wasn't quite United quality, was he?
No, I wish him well, but yeah, I'm not sad. And then next we have Jack Harrison, a player that has moved from City permanently, but he's been on loan at Leeds the past
4
2
years.
seasons, I think.
Yeah, 3 seasons.
And then from Barcelona, which is a bit of an interesting one, because if you sign from Barcelona, you automatically think he'll hit the ground running, and it certainly be a one.
Better hit the ground running. He's a professional footballer.
However, I think he looks crap.
Yeah, that's
From
what
what
I
I've
was
seen of
just
him in a
gonna
minute.
say. And that is Junior Firpo for 13 million.
Good name though. That's about
Yeah,
it.
it is. Next.
You don't know. You got to give him a chance to settle.
Yeah, no.
Don't be too harsh on him.
That's what it's all about.
I think I haven't.
When was your name, Will Radford?
Oh.
Since Will checked out of this conversation about 2 hours
No,
ago.
no. I'm still here. Rest assured, people. I'm still here.
Boom, okay.
Oh, I'm talking like Sam Taylor.
There's nobody watching.
Yeah.
Hey, Sam, I was doing my best impersonation of you then.
Right, carry on.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Next we have Lewis Bates, a youngster signed from a club that we mentioned
He's
before.
gone for the bait.
And that's Chelsea.
You're a disgrace.
Who's this we on about?
No, he's not even listening. Well, this was familiar.
Sorry, I just didn't know whether we were on Sergio. I lost track a little bit.
What? We've not been on surgery for about 15 minutes.
Oh, sorry.
Go on, man.
And then underneath him, we have a FM wonder kid by the name of Christopher Clarkson from Villa Renga for an undisclosed fee. Who plays in goal, by the way, if you didn't know.
Probably because they got rid of Peacock Farrell. They probably need him
Yeah,
back up
that'll
now.
be what it is. I agree. And then outgoings, Ryan Edmondson on loan. Gaetano Berardi, contract expired. Pablo Hernandez, same reason. Boya, same reason. Barry Douglas, same reason. Cole Gibbon, same reason. Nicholas Hoagland, same reason. Ewan O'Kane, same reason.
Didn't know he was still playing.
You sound like Mike West in the results.
Jeez, he sounds a bit robotic, doesn't he?
I've got a bit of breaking news.
Oh, go on then. Fire away.
J. Neil Lloyd Bennett has joined Crewe on loan from
Oh,
Spurs.
excuse me.
It was a bit of a come down.
Hey, fuck off.
Oh, Sam's getting into savage mode here.
It's alright, we're mate.
We love the Alex.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry, boys. I went
we
too
do.
far. Then I
But
got too big for my
they are
boots.
second from bottom in the table.
Hey, do you want to come a game again or what? Shit house, I'll have you.
Joking.
Untrue. I'm speaking to Rio the other day about him playing against Leeds. He said he was
Alright, yeah.
going out of his arse.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Um,
He's our
Maybe.
first choice left back at the minute. He's got to be careful, otherwise that Callum Fanzine will take his place.
has he turned first choice or is your other left back injured at the moment?
No, he's just. I think Dave obviously wants to play Rio, but I think
Yeah.
there have been some times where Rio has not looked good enough for the level.
Yeah.
Oh, we're nearly at the end, boys.
Yeah.
Ding dong.
It's 10:57, so only a few minutes, and then the window slams
Actually,
shut.
10:58 now.
Oh,
No, Will
Hey,
is
carry on.
right. 10:57. They've got the official clock.
Hang on, mine
Yeah.
says 10:58.
Mine
No,
says 10:50.
This is the official
Mine says
transfer window
10:58.
clock.
Yes, Ben, thank you.
On-
At least Ben's been on my side tonight.
No, this is on the official clock. We have
it
1
seems
minute.
time is not on your side, Mr. Eartham.
1 minute
No.
54.
Big set.
1
Breathe,
minute
Will.
47. 6, 5, 4,
Fucking hell.
3, 2, 1. 39. 38.
Oh,
Carry on.
Jesus, Sam.
Yeah.
Right, who are you thinking that, Will?
We'll just go through the long, very long countdown.
Right, Leeds, we've still got half the league to go yet. We need to hurry up.
Oh, yeah, and I want to watch the last leg at 11, so...
Will you fuck off?
Well, that's in 2 minutes.
I sent you a voice message, guys. Did you not see?
So basically,
we
we've
can't-
got to finish as soon as the window shuts.
Well, it makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, you know, the
No,
window
but
shut.
Can you record the last leg? What's it on?
Well, it's on all four, but obviously I don't want to be watching it at midnight because otherwise, you know,
No,
it's...
watch it tomorrow. Watch it
Yes,
on the
yes,
iPhone.
but Sam, by then, you know, it's explaining about the Paralympics today. If I'm watching the talking about the Paralympics
Will,
today,
Will.
tomorrow.
Will, we've been waiting months for this, and you're pulling this shit again. If you're doing this again, I'm not doing another one. I can't be arsed with it.
Okay, I'm sorry, boys.
Get your head out your arse and let's just carry on.
Okay, all right.
Carry on, Ben.
Well, the window 10, 9,
Oh.
8,
Oh,
7, 6, 5, 4,
Mate.
3, 2,
quick
1.
break.
Thunderbirds are
The
go.
window
Sorry, couldn't be.
has
Happy
closed.
New Year.
The transfer window is shut.
Quick, Will's gotta get off now.
Clubs will now have an extension. I don't know how long for. A couple of hours. I think.
It's usually 2 hours.
2 hours into paperwork. So yeah.
And then we have Alioski contract terminated, and
That's
then, and then rounding it off, we have
Especially when he had a good Euros as well.
yeah, that's true. Rounding it off, we have the erratic goalkeeper Kiko Casilla, who's joined Elche on
Racist,
loan.
isn't he?
Who rapist?
No, racist.
I was gonna say another rapist, surely.
He's not Benjamin Mendy.
Yeah.
Oh, don't even talk about him.
Alright.
Well,
Sorry, Will.
Brian.
Sorry, Will.
Well,
Where's
you,
Casilla?
you've heard the news about him, haven't you?
Yes, that's why I said it.
Oh right, okay.
Where's Casilla?
Oh,
Elf
shit.
race. They like races in there.
Well,
That-
I have to
well-
say, his Leeds career was like a balloon. Started with lots of air in it and just slowly.
Oh, I like
Deflated.
that. That's good.
Oh, he likes that, doesn't he?
Oh, sorry.
Sounds.
That did sound a bit sexual then.
Oh no, whatever floats your boat, Will.
Nope.
Nope.
Breaking news!
Break it.
Everton signed Solomon Rondon on 3 transfer.
Love it.
They're reunited, Dad and son.
It's what we watch. It's what we watch football for.
Solomon Rondon. We watch it.
Sexualism.
watch
Solomon Rondon.
We watch it for Solomon Rondon and only Solomon Rondon. Carry on.
We love him. To be fair, I'm not even taking the piss, but what a player he is actually. I don't know whether
He's
he's
alright.
as good as he was back then, but
Bang
Hey.
average.
Rondon
Shut
said,
up,
I'm
shithouse.
really glad to be back with
He's-
my dad.
He's bang average. Carry
So
on.
are you.
Good free transfer though. Well, I can't walk, so I am definitely bang average.
this is
Carry
true.
on.
Anyway,
Right,
yeah,
your
it is a
turn
good
to
sign.
Leicester, Joe.
Ah, yes, I love to talk about the Foxes.
Go on then.
Bear with. I'm getting there, hang on. Will, are you secretly watching the last leg? behind
No,
the
no,
back?
no, no, no. I'm still here.
You better be.
I'm still here,
Hey, you've not
boys.
done
I
that
can
weird-
assure you, I'm still
You have to
here.
go quiet.
You're still hearing my voice.
Is it?
Yeah.
His head's in Tokyo for the Paralympics, mate.
What?
Right, go away, Solomon Rondon. I don't want you in my timeline. Get out. I'll do something.
What?
They won't leave me alone.
You sounded like a hyena.
Right, signings coming in. Wow, Sam, that was frightening. Signings coming in. Patson Daka from Salzburg. What a player he looks like, by the way.
It's not played a lot though, has he?
No, but he's frighteningly quick.
Why,
Bubakari Samari from Leicester. Great signing once again.
Right,
Ryan
from
Bertrand.
Leicester.
No,
From-
from Lille, sorry.
I'm just gonna
Shut
go
up.
to the toilet, so you may have to do 2 roundabouts. If that's the case, I'll do the next 2.
Okie dokie. Bubakari Samari from Lille. Great signing. Ryan Bertrand on a free from Southampton. Underrated signing, but great.
Very good.
Yannick Vestergaard from Southampton. Also a very good signing. Going out. Wes Morgan retired. Christian Fuchs went to Charlotte FC. Matty James left to go to Bristol. What else is that's worth mentioning?
Oh, by the way, we missed
Yeah.
Adam and the Lutman as signed.
Oh yes, could he sign today?
That's
sorry.
going to be an intriguing
Rasmus
one, isn't it? Because he
Gazelle
didn't do it
left
at
to go.
Everton or Fulham, really. So
Oh
He
no,
was
I didn't.
first
Hang on, I didn't miss him. It's because on the Wikipedia thing, loan in is underneath transfers out, so I didn't miss him off. And loans out, and any of note, George Hurst, son of David Hurst, to Portsmouth, goalkeeper Daniel Everson to Preston, and Dennis Pratt to Torino. What a Pratt.
That surprises me. I like Dennis.
I didn't mind him either. Now then, next up. While I'm just finding this, do you want to talk about Leicester signings or?
You'll have to start, Will, 'cause my tube's starting to ache.
Okie dokie, boys. So, right, obviously, Patterson Daka from RB Leipzig, did you say?
Yeah.
Salzburg.
Oh, Salzburg. Oh, right, close.
Yes. Sorry. I've had a long day. I'm getting tired now. Carry on.
So, yeah, Patterson Daka, so he's going to be interesting. Lookman, for me... Oh, no, sorry, he's going to Everton, not Leicester.
No, he's going to Leicester.
No, he is going to Leicester.
Oh, he is going to Leicester. Sorry. Yes, he used to play for Everton. Sorry, dearie me.
Where's Ben?
So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if he can cut the mustard at the Foxes.
We've got quite a good forward line now with Vardy, Iheanacho. Where does that leave him? Daka.
So actually, I've just thought of a question, boys. Is he brought in to be the long-term replacement for when Vardy hangs up his boots?
No, because he's a winger. No, because he's a winger and it's only a loan. Are you on about Lookman?
Fair enough.
Are you on about Lookman?
Yes.
Yeah, he's a winger and it's only a loan deal.
Where does all this leave Iheanacho? Hardly featured.
And having such a good season last season.
Yeah, I think he'll feature. I think Vardy will be the one that gets phased out, to be honest.
So why hasn't he featured so far and been so good?
Well, hold on,
He
Sam.
played
It's
against
early
West
days
Ham.
yet, the season.
I think he came off the bench. He's coming off the bench in all their games so far.
Oh, boys, I have some breaking news. Sheffield United has signed Robin Olsen from Roma. That's I didn't see that
Really?
coming. That seems to have come out from nowhere.
That's a step down, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you'd think
it's-
Roma with Mourinho and Mkhitaryan and
Abraham.
who else? Oh, there was someone who... Let's see, Dzeko went into
Tammy.
Milan and there was someone else. Oh, his name has escaped me.
Tammy Abraham.
That's it, yes. Oh, dear.
What the fuck? He's English.
Sorry, I'm losing the plot, boys. I do apologise.
Oh, where's Ben? I need Ben right now.
Where-
My tooth's
Oh, has Ben gone, has he?
He said he
Carry
needed
on.
to go and do something. Just carry on.
Oh, sorry, right, okay. Right.
You're saying all that, Will, but it's only a loan.
Saying what about Robin Olsen?
About him going to Sheffield United. It's only a loan.
No, but I
Still.
mean, it just seems to come out of, nowhere, really. It's a very interesting transfer, I would say.
Yeah. Are you ready for the Liverpool signings now?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Joe, but my tooth's hurting. So.
Continue on, young sir. I'll be fine on my own. Until
I
then.
take it that's to me, yeah.
Yes, that's to you, you fucking arsehole.
Sorry. I was just double checking. So, Liverpool haven't really signed
Have you?
big signings, have
Hang on,
they?
hang on. Ibrahima Konate is a big signing. from
Oh,
Leipzig,
yes, from
30
RB
million.
Leipzig, yes.
Right, okay, and then transfers out. Jorginho Wijnaldum,
Hello, I'm back.
Camille
Thank
Grabara
goodness.
for 3
Oh,
million,
Messiah's return.
Liam Miller from Basel for 1.3 million, Marco Grujic for 10.5 million, Teo Awoni for 6.5 million, Harry Wilson to Fulham for
That's a
12 million,
great signing.
and Xherdan Shaqiri for 9.5 million. And then
Oh, yeah,
loaned
he's
out-
gone to Leon, hasn't he?
Excuse me,
Yeah.
Joe. Hold on a sec. Because I went to the toilet. Did you do the 3 bits of breaking news?
Yes.
Yeah. Alright.
They also loaned out Sepp van den Berg back to Preston, Leighton Clarkson to Blackburn, Ben Davies to Sheffield United, Ben Woodburn to Hearts, and Reece Williams today to Swansea City.
Yeah.
And not
So
much to talk about, to be honest.
No, not really.
Canate's a
Keane's
big
a
signing.
good signing.
Yeah.
I'm
I
guessing
think
you
so,
did. You did 2 lots, yeah.
Hang on, we didn't. What we didn't talk about, because I didn't see it, because the Robin Olsen thing came up first, is Valencia have completed the signing on loan of Helder Costa from Leeds, and I also I did say it, but I didn't think it was breaking news enough. But I'll go for it anyway because I like this player.
Fair
I think
enough.
It's a shame he's not got the recognition he deserves, which is Michael Obafemi has signed for Southampton.
For Swans.
Didn't he already
That's right.
play for Southampton though?
Yeah, he signed for Swansea. I just got it wrong. I'm
Oh,
tired.
right,
I was
okay.
at 8 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, you had me confused and it didn't take much.
You correct everybody else's mistakes, but you don't sort your own out, do you?
I would take over, but my two sides.
It's
I
alright,
can't really
okay.
have my none.
Right, so
Ben-
is it,
Ben's turn for the next two.
so I'm doing City and United.
You'll do it,
Right.
yeah, you'll be doing City and United.
What a juicy thing to do.
Which is my team, United, so I'm happy about that. But first, horrible noisy neighbours. Right, so they brought in record-breaking £100 million man, Jack Grealish.
I can't help but like that.
Now there is the Now there is the pressure of the window closing and not having to check as much. Let's just quickly talk about Jack Grealish. Do you think he'll succeed?
I do.
Yes, I think he will, no
Yeah,
doubt.
he will, I think. Yeah, but I think it's going to take him a little. I think he'll still probably be outshone by the likes of De Bruyne and what have you, but at the end of the day, that's to be expected, I think.
Yeah. Last question on Jack. Value for money or not?
Not that much money, no, but still good.
I agree.
Do you still like him, Ben? I can't help but like Jack, to be honest. I think he's that kind of player.
Here's a question for you. A lot of girls think he's sexiest footballer at the minute. Where do we stand on Jack Grealish?
I can see
Well, you know
why.
I have no romance in my soul,
No,
so I
he's-
won't
he's
comment.
He's just dirty. I don't like him. He just looks raw.
He's
not.
for me.
He's not Olivier Giroud, is he? I mean, come on.
No.
Oh, Olivier.
What did you say about it, Will?
I was just saying, because I have no romance in my soul, I, not really want to comment.
How very disappointing.
But oh, so predictable.
What, so you would never want to go for a Will or a boyfriend?
Ah,
Nope,
we've
I don't want
discussed this at
either.
length.
None of it,
Doesn't want
absolutely at all.
He doesn't want children. He doesn't
Nope.
want to get married.
Nothing. Nothing.
Alright, you're free. Calm down.
Sorry.
So you will be the in real life 40-year-old virgin then, Will?
Yeah, like in the film.
I haven't seen that
Oh.
film.
It's funny.
He probably. Do you know what that means, Will?
I don't think so,
You know
no.
what?
Anyway,
Do
we're
you
getting
know what a
way
virgin
off
is, though?
track.
Oh,
Right.
it's a religious person, is it?
Oh my word.
Because you think of the Virgin Madonna, don't you?
I'll tell you off air, wait. I'll tell you off.
Do you mean Virgin Mary, Will?
I'll tell
Yeah, I
you off
think
air later.
I
man.
think you definitely mean Virgin Mary, not Virgin Madonna.
Oh,
Who knows that?
Well,
Alright, well, it wasn't that funny.
well,
Oh, God.
I'll cry with
I'll tell
happy
you what.
tears. Ooh.
Well, I'll tell you off air what a virgin is if a viewer doesn't.
Okay.
This will tell you. Sam's one.
No, I don't get it.
And Ben and me.
Oh,
Me,
yeah.
Ben, and
All
Sam
of us.
are all.
All of us. Unfortunately.
No,
we'll
can't
tell him
figure
off
it
air,
out.
The penny's
Yeah, I've
not
got a
dropped.
question for you, Ben. I've got a question for you. What's the most you've ever done with a girl?
Oh, there!
Finger work. Yeah.
Oh, there!
Yeah.
God.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'll say off here.
It's Will. Did you hear Will, man?
Yeah,
Will. Jesus Christ.
Well, George, don't forget we are live on air.
Oh, it don't matter. Nobody.
Ah,
nobody watches
okay.
anyway.
should I type it to you, George?
Yeah, I've
Yeah, go on. Go on.
Let me just
Should we do United and City?
Yeah, let me just do that, and then I will say.
I am very looking forward to finding out the answer.
So, incomings, Grealish, as we mentioned, Scott Carson is.
Have you had any incomings?
Oh, bit of innuendo there for your viewers.
Well done, Will. Just completely killed it, didn't he? He just ruined it.
Sorry.
Oh my god.
Oh, by the way, lads, yeah, I've looked it up, but yeah, obviously off air. Yes,
So you know what a virgin
yes.
He looked it up.
is. You know that you're not one because of all the bum fun that you and Marcus have.
Yes.
No,
Your special
I'm
cuddle
Ben
time.
no.
I'm Ben Moss.
Special in the dark cuddle time with no clothes on.
Nope. Absolutely not.
Separated from the circle of sex.
Nope.
Well, it sounds like he's getting interrogated. Listen.
Right, let's move on. Well, you're going to have to put an age rating on this.
Guilty.
No. Absolutely not.
And then outgoings for the city scum. The Barcelona.
Hey, we can't be
trio.
doing that. Can't be calling them scum.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You love that tonight, don't you, Will? But anyway, Aguero gone to Barca, followed in the footsteps by Eric Garcia.
Excuse me, I just burped.
Then we mentioned before Jack Harrison finally making the permanent move to Leeds. You alright, Will?
Oh, yeah, I'm just laughing at myself. Sorry, boys, continue on.
Then gone.
Daniel
Carry on.
Greenwood.
Carry on, Ben, fire away.
He's already carrying on.
Oh,
Shut
sorry.
up.
Taylor Hardwood Bellis going to
He's a good
handle it
one.
with Vincent Company.
Has he
Is
got
that
a
a
loan
loan?
or a permanent?
Alone, yes. Yes. James Tafford, never heard of him.
Yeah, he played in goal for Accrington against Crewe. He made some good saves.
Accrington,
He's a bit of a shit house though.
Alone. Back to Accrington, sorry. Just one more breaking news. Nuno Mendes has gone to PSG.
Who's that?
Yeah, I don't know. The name sounds familiar. Nuno Mendes.
The fullback from Sporting. 40 million.
No.
Oh, yeah. I signed him on FIFA.
Yeah, well, him. And then,
Yeah, well, him.
and then FM Wonder Kid, Gavin Basuma. Basuna.
Basunu.
Basuni.
You've Spasuma you're on about.
Oh. Breaking news. Saul Niguez's deal is now touch and go due to problems with the paperwork at the Madrid end.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Ooh, naughty.
Can we not forget the fact Wilson?
It's getting spicy and dramatic here, viewers.
And then Lewis Frioni has gone to Lincoln on loan. Alexander Robinson, Ross County loan. Colin Doyle, Sunderland loan. Lucas Nemecha has finally secured a permanent deal at Wolfsburg in Germany. Matt Smith, Holt loan.
Oh, from Arsenal, yeah.
No,
No, we're on about Man City.
No, well, you said Matt Smith, and I thought the Arsenal young kid.
no, although you're right, they do have a Matt Smith.
That is true. And he's on loan somewhere in the Championship as well.
Oh,
And someone who you'll be familiar with, George, Ben Knight, has gone
Yeah.
to Crewe on loan. And then
Looks shit.
finally,
Scored his first goal for Crewe tonight though, so we don't complain.
What score was it?
Is that
1-0.
the one? Is that the one with
Crewe?
there, Joe?
Yeah, it's the one with blonde hair that looks exactly like Charlie Kirk but shorter.
Is that the one who played in the Community Shield?
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah.
Who against?
Shrewsbury in the EFL Trophy, so
And he scored. Excellent. Come on,
in
Crewe.
the 92nd minute in the EFL
Gets
Trophy,
it.
which is a nothing cup anyway. So
Super Crewe. Super Crewe. Super
And then-
Crewe from the Montfort Stadium.
I'll have to teach you. I'll have to teach you the proper songs or something. You're not singing. You're not making your own ones up. That was embarrassing the other day.
No, I had some good
oh, what
ones.
did you sing, Sam?
About embarrassing songs about Chris Porter.
Oh, yeah. Feed the pot and he will score. Feed him Porter and he will score.
You know he only scored like 3. You know, like that's the stupidest song ever because he only scored like 3 goals last season.
That's why he needs port.
Oh dear.
Oh my god.
Right, let's just get this nightmare over with. It's 12. It's 11.
And then
Oh,
ending
oh,
the
oh,
list-
oh, oh, oh.
Go on, oh.
Sound against to Chelsea is now on, and paperwork will be uploaded in time despite despite late scare.
Oh,
Oh, naughty.
no.
Oh, Olivier. You can score in my box, Olivier.
You can score in
It's a
mine.
good job this is after the watershed, people.
Oh, put a diving header in for me, Olivier.
Carry on.
Tackle me whenever you want. You French
Right.
fucker.
Chuckle, Jordan. Piss off, mate, and carry on, Ben.
Yeah, continue.
Till the gums hurt.
Ending the list is Tommy Doyle. He's gone to Hamburg on loan.
Another Doyle.
And then my club, Manchester United, and Sam and Will's club,
Right, serious now.
Tom Heaton from Aston Villa on a free.
Way.
Hey!
Boo.
Then a person we've been tracking for years finally got over the line. Finally got completed after we thought he had it. After we thought we had him last year. And that is Jadon Sancho. For £73.5 million. Wait. And then
Wait.
Arsenal, Arguably the most important of the signings, and a bit of a steal if you ask me. £41 million.
For a 28-year-old.
Wait.
Right.
World Cup winner Rafa Varane. Wait,
Excellent.
Very well.
and then topping the lot, he's home. Viva Ronaldo.
What the fuck was that?
Whoa, you can go high, you can, Sam.
It's gonna rise to 20 million.
Oh goodness, that makes it sound like Sam's on illegal substances.
He is crack. Olivier Giroud's crack.
And then outgoings, the person we spoke about already, Dan James, Tiff Chung on loan to Birmingham.
What a loan spell he's having, by the way. I don't know
Yeah,
if
he's
you've been
ripping
following
it
it,
up, isn't
but
he?
good God.
Joe Pereira contract expired. Sergio Romero, same reason. Which I
Well
was
done,
upset
Sergio.
about.
What a good servant he is.
Yeah, he was. Nathan Bishop to Mansfield on loan.
Good
What are you gonna
goalie.
say?
Yeah.
What are you gonna say, Man City? Then I was like,
Shit out.
oh.
Reece Devine, St Johnson loan. Max
He'll be
Taylor,
divine for them.
the one
Oh
who
my
became
God, I just want to kill
cancer. On a free to Rochdale, Axel Twanzebe.
Will favourite player.
Rejoined. They were on loan. Ethan Laird, Swansea loan. Dylan Levitt, on loan to Dundee United in Scotland.
Dundee.
And then completing the list of loan signings is fullback Brandon Williams, who's gone to fellow Premier League club Norwich.
I
What's
like
happened?
Brandon.
What's happened to his poor career?
Brandon Williams is shit.
He's not.
Oh, dear me.
He's not. He
No,
plays
I don't-
with passion. He plays with
Scathing
passion.
attack.
He just needs a bit
Scathing
more
passion.
He's going to
development.
be a brilliant defender. He's going to be our #1 fullback.
He will be, yeah, in the future, yeah.
He don't have the,
Oh, excuse
he
me.
don't have the football ability. He has passion, but that's it.
No, Ben, you're completely wrong. Sorry, mate.
Mark the words of that.
He's going to be England's. He's going to be an England international, and he's going to be United's best fullback we've got at the club.
Ethan Laird will be better than him, trust me.
Bit
Wow.
of shithousery from Ben.
Anyway.
I don't like Brandon Williams. I'm sorry
Why?
to say. He's a passion merchant, and that's it.
Oh, blimey.
Next up, we have Newcastle. But I'm just. Do you still want me to message you a second, John?
Yeah, go on.
Go on, George, you start before my 2-4.
Can we not just blaze through the rest? Because it's this
Yeah,
is
yeah,
killing
yeah,
me
yeah.
up a bit.
Let's speed it up, lads.
I just want to go to bed.
Yeah, right, we'll be here forever. Next up is Newcastle.
Ben's just gonna message me that he's finger banged a girl.
Hey, you're on air. Stop it.
He's not actually messaged me yet. It might be untrue.
Yeah, but
I
poor
hope
Ben
Well,
doesn't
I
want
hope
that.
it's not.
No, George. Poor Ben doesn't want that casting around.
Well, to be honest, I
Oh,
don't
Jesus, what have you done now?
What was that, Ben?
I said I don't need to message it out, George.
Oh, yay! Good for you.
Yeah, but Ben,
Yes.
He alright because he said it online.
Yeah, it's alright. It's not that.
Nobody watches these anyway.
You are really shocked me, Jordan. Very disappointed. Don't do that to you, mate. To call
If
yourself
anybody-
out. Call
Let
yourself
it,
out.
let it go, Sam. Let it go.
If
Ben-
anybody
Ben-
gets this
Ben is-
far into a
Ben is
3.5
fine
hour
about
video,
it, correct?
Correct.
Hey,
So,
it's gonna help Ben with the ladies. They know how good he is now.
They can hear his golden tones.
Carry on.
right,
I'm very
dude.
disappointed in you.
When you meet your future wife from this, Ben, you can thank me.
Yeah, I will do. Do you want me to put through it? Or...
No,
Let Jordan do it because he's pissing me off tonight.
Oh, Sam,
Hey.
Sam, look, Ben is fine with it. It's okay.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Well, I'm not alright with it, so carry on.
Let it. Okay. never mind.
Newcastle. Who have Newcastle signed?
Joe
Joe Willock. Big
San-
signing, I think. It's a bit.
Santiago Munoz.
Oh, that's the new guy they signed today, and I don't actually know who he is.
Yeah, no. Maybe.
I think though, Joe Willock, big signing for Newcastle, massive oversight by Arsenal because he's probably what they need actually.
Yeah.
Big
average.
box to box, you know what I mean?
Yeah, then
It's still average.
But Arsenal have made so many mistakes, I think, in the transfers, so it is what it is.
Yeah. It seems like 2 days ago we started.
Hang on, I'll be
off
back
with
in just a second. My audio's gone weird because I took my AirPods out.
Okay. Do you
All
want
right,
me
Jordan.
to-
There you go. Talk to me.
Is that better for you?
Ah, yeah, that's better. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a big oversight by Arsenal, and yeah. Who else have they signed?
In Newcastle.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh,
Dempsey.
yeah. I can't remember.
Just Dempsey.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, so Southampton, obviously they.
No, who's gone out?
Oh, okay, gone out. So, okay, I'm gonna have to Google it on. I'll do it.
Do you want me to do it? I've got it.
No,
Get
I'll
with
do
the
it, I'll do it.
program, George. Get with the
Fair
program.
enough.
Do what?
Get with the program.
I know, but I'm trying to get it done quickly, and we're not getting it done quickly if we're doing it, all this.
Right, come on, let's speed it up, boys. Come on.
Hey, what have you contributed, Will? Shut up.
He wants to watch the last leg.
Yeah, he said Jim bloody the last leg. Right.
You were better in
No,
last
no, no.
year's
I'm not.
performance,
I'm not
Will.
watching the last leg. I'm still here, boys. I assure
You
you.
were better.
Fair, for all
You were better.
Go on.
You were last year's show and you weren't even there.
For all the ingoings, that was it, to be honest. Outgoings, Christian Atsu was released. He joined El Rayed.
He was rubbish.
He was a good player.
Andy
Good
Carroll,
player.
Henry Saviet,
Who?
Florian Lejeune went to Deportivo Alaves.
Lejeune.
And Yoshinori Muto went to Vissel Kobe.
Lejeune.
Oh,
Lejeune.
it is Lejeune.
Yeah, Lejeune. You said Lejeune.
Shut your face.
Yeah, next.
Let me do what I'm doing. At least I'm doing it.
Yeah, but I've got a sore tooth.
Yeah, but you know, Southampton now. 21,
What about
22.
Norwich?
Oh yeah. I'll do them in a minute. Because I've already typed in Southampton.
Very often in order.
No, sod it. I can't be arsed. I just need to get this over with. Right, okay. Players in. Theo Walcott.
Wait.
Romain Perraud. Peru? I don't know. I'm not even...
You get this bad as well.
It's at the point where I'm not even asked, to be honest. From Brest. Love a bit of Brest. Here's one. I don't know if you saw this. Ollie Lancashire from Crewe on a free transfer. He's a 32-year-old who's joined to be a player coach for their under-23s.
What's about him being a player if he's not going to play?
Because he's still got to be registered as a player to play.
No, but he can just be a coach.
Yeah, but he's going to play for... He can't play for their under-23s if he's just a coach.
Alright.
Anyway, they also signed Daniil Simiu and Tino Livramento, as well as Armando Broja, all from Chelsea. Simiu and Livramento were permanent, and Broja is a loan. As mentioned, they also signed Thierry Small from Everton, Adam Armstrong from Blackburn, and defender Lianco from Torino.
Did Stuart Armstrong leave? There was something about him.
No, he didn't.
No.
I thought he did, but he didn't. Leaving was Wesley Hoot to Anderlecht, Angus Bunn to Norwich, Alex Yankovic to Young Boys, Mario Lamina to Nice, Callum Slattery to Motherwell, Danny Ings to Aston Villa, and Yannick Vestergaard to Leicester.
Class.
He fit up the picture.
Anything else worth a mention? Nope. What do we think of the Southampton business?
Not bad. Losing
Not
Danny
too
Ings is
bad,
a
but
shame.
they've lost Ings and Vestergaard.
Good start for Adam Armstrong.
Ings is their main source of goals, so I think they could be in a spot above.
I thought that. Yeah.
Right.
I like them. So, to be honest, I've not felt like that. But you never know. It's early days.
For me, the thing that saves them from being in the relegation zone is at least 3 teams are worse off than them.
I agree.
But if other teams around them were slightly better equipped, then I think they could actually go down. But I think they'll just be safe, finishing around
16.
14th to 16th.
Yeah.
That's what I
Well, I think that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so for Norwich, they brought in Milo Rashica from Werder Bremen, Angus Gunn from Southampton, Finn Clark from Peterborough, Demetrius Giannoulis from Pauk, Ben Newton from Burnley, Pierre Milou from Nice, Josh Sargent from Bremen, great signing, Christos Tzolis from Pauk. They brought in on loan Billy Gilmore, Brandon Williams, Matthias Norman from Rostov, and Ozan Kabak from Schalke.
That's a bit of a Q, considering he was on loan at Liverpool last year.
Yeah, but he wasn't.
Yeah, but he didn't do great at Liverpool, kept back, did he?
Yeah, but he was a young player who was just getting used to the league. I think that's a bit unfair, me.
I agree.
Thank you.
Well, potentially, but
Leaving was Emiliano Buendia to Villa, Moritz Leitner to Zurich. Anybody else worth mentioning? Marco Stiepermann to Paderborn, Alex Tete to Rosenborg, who I think is a really underrated player.
He's been there forever, yes.
Yeah.
Tete.
Anybody else worth mentioning?
Give me some
No.
Tete.
Mario Vrancic to Stoke.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Is it your turn now, Ben?
Yeah. Okay. That was Norwich. Yeah.
Yeah, and we've done Southampton, so the next is Spurs.
Yeah. So
Ba-ba-boom.
keep it short and sweet. Incomings. Their biggest deal. Christian Romero, the young Argentinian centre-back from Atalanta. Still yet to see him really, so I can't make.
I don't know much about him, to be honest.
Yeah, he's
Class.
Hey?
It's absolutely class. I've seen him play. It's brilliant. Very calm on the ball. Fantastic signing.
burst onto the scene, and then club teammates at Atalanta followed in Spurs. Galini, the goalkeeper, loan with option to buy, I think.
Do you remember when he was at Villa?
Yeah, that rings a bell actually, now you say it, yeah. It does. And then, underneath that, is young Spanish talent, Brian Hill, from Sevilla, for 21.6 million, plus Eric Lamela. Glad to see he's out the Premier League. I don't like Lamela. Whiny.
He's a
Bit
good
of a
little.
shootout, funny.
No, he was a good while. He was a good player. Not a great player, but a good player.
It was okay, but it was more he was a whiny little bitch.
Oh, I like that. He was feisty.
Then Pepe Meta saw the youngster from Metz, who's just been loaned back for the season. And then today's signing, Emerson Royal from Barcelona. Outgoing.
Sorry to interrupt that, Ben, but I think Spurs have quietly done some good business there.
Yeah, they have, I agree.
And keeping Kane, but taking away the Kane thing, I think they've actually brought quite well there, Spurs.
Yeah,
I think they have done as well.
I agree. I make that a hat trick. Going out, Paulo Gazzaniga.
What's a hat trick?
Me agreeing with you that they've done good business.
Sorry, mate.
And then followed him out the door to fellow Premier League club in Watford is Danny Rose.
Danny.
They
They were singing his name at the weekend, as well as Musa Sissoko. It must have been very strange training with Tottenham in the week.
Yes, it was a very strange debut, wasn't it, to play against a team with your former team as your first game.
That's a weird signing for Watford, isn't it?
Tell you what, sorry boys, just to interrupt you, but can you think of any players who have had their debuts against the team which their first game with the team that they used to play?
Charlie Kirk.
And who was he?
That's a good question, though. Well,
It's a great question.
Oh, excuse me.
You ruined it.
Sorry. Apologies. It's probably that chocolate bar.
Followed by a bit. Great.
oh, right. Here we are. Breaking news: Chelsea have announced the signing of Sal Niguez on loan.
Oh, right. So it's, oh, yeah. So, yeah, I think that'll be a good signing to Chelsea. So, I reckon it'll be Kovacic or Jorginho that will be out of that the starting
Jorginho
lineup now.
won't be out.
Yeah, Jorginho won't be out. He's just won men's UEFA Player of the Year.
Oh, right. Oh, there'll be Kovacic then.
Yeah, right.
He's a
Cracking
decent
on
shout
with
for the
this.
Ballon d'Or. He is. What's his name?
What, Kovacic?
No, Jorginho. I think
Oh.
Messi will win the Ballon d'Or, but
No,
Cracking
Messi
on.
won't win the Ballon d'Or. Lewandowski will win it again.
no, I think Messi will win it because he got his first trophy with Argentina.
No. No.
Potentially that could be a factor, but cracking on with this. Cassius Sterling contract expired. Juan Foyth making his loan move permanent from the shithouses Villarreal. Eric Lamella, who we mentioned.
Villarreal are a good side.
I'm saying it because they beat us.
All right.
Joe Hart's gone to Celtic.
Good move for Celtic.
How do we think he'll do there then?
What, Steven Gerrard's gone to Celtic?
No, Joe
Joe
Hart.
No, Joe Hart.
If he went to Celtic from Rangers, you'd be a very brave man.
Who was going to say?
And then the latest to leave Spurs for $3 million and go to fellow Premier League club Watford, Musa Sissoko.
I think that's a really good signing for them.
Yeah, it
I
is.
do, but I do think it's a weird signing.
Why?
Because no one would have expected it. Me personally, I expected Nuno to play him.
And he's also not very well liked by Tottenham fans, is he? He's not very well received.
No, he is. No, he wasn't. He wasn't at first, but he is now.
Yeah,
I liked him in the end.
I'll do Watford as well because I'm going to speed through these now.
Go for it then, I'll leave you to do the rest.
In for Watford, Danny Rose out the cold.
Danny.
Ozan Tufu from Fenerbahce on loan.
Good signing.
Ashley Fletcher from Middlesbrough, free
Crap signing.
transfer. Arguably the best of the lot. Emmanuel Dennis from Club Bruges.
Big
Dennis
coup.
the Menace.
Coca from Parma in Italy.
He
Midfielder.
looks good signing.
But goes to Rochdale. Pollock, Matty Pollock goes to Grimsby. Peter Ateba on loan from Stoke.
Good player.
Joshua King, and Meboud out. Ben Wilmot, Lazar, Carlos Sanchez, Jerome Sinclair, Mbai, Kuka, Phillips, Maboob again, Pontus Dolberg, Philip Zinknagel, Isaac Success, Will Hughes, Troy Deeney, who was fairly recent, going.
Club legend.
Going
They might even do a statue of him, you know.
Very, very emotional.
And then on loan is going to QPR is Andre Gray. In for West Ham, Pierre Ekwa Elimbi from Chelsea, Thierry Nevres from Reading, Armstrong Flex from Celtic, and a free Alphonse Areola on loan with an option to buy from PSG, who was proven with Fulham last year. Today's signing, Nicholas Vlasic,
What a signing that is.
Premier League experience with Everton, and then back in the Prem, and then again today's signing, fellow fellow countrymen are there, as we mentioned. There's Alex Crow from Spurs at
I forgot Vlasic had played for Everton, but I think that's still a good signing because I think.
Yeah, no, it is. I think it is too. I agree.
Yeah. And then out for West Ham is the return for him is Felipe Anderson back to Lazio in Italy.
He
Fabian
never delivered, did he?
No, didn't
No.
work out for him at all, did it?
He's a
Fabian
good player as well.
Bueno, another one.
Well,
Sean,
Bueno, I'm surprised he's gone.
Sean Adokwa, Alatunji, Akinola, Samuel, Kager, Alfie Lewis, Joshua Okocha, famous name,
Wonder
Joseph,
whether it's any relation.
probably, Joseph
Jason.
Anand for Wolves, and rounding the done deals up. This is. So we have in the latest signing on loan with an option to buy of 13 million from RB Leipzig. And I don't know what you think about this one, Joe, because as I said, you watch some Bundesliga. But Huang Hee-chan, have you seen him much?
He's alright. He's rapid though, so that probably works exactly into what they need with Traore on the wing.
Yeah.
Is he a striker?
Yeah.
Then Rui Patricio's replacement, Jose Sarr.
I'm not sure.
Rap, any that star.
Yeah.
We'll have to see. He
Boys,
might
I'll
settle
just be
down.
back in a minute.
Wait, where are you going?
Just to brush my teeth in the bathroom.
Did he not wait?
We'll be done in a minute, Will.
I'm literally gonna be one more minute with
Oh, right, okay, sorry, Ben. Yeah, keep going.
Ryan Nori was made permanent.
Good sign. I like it.
You seen Mosquera? Never heard of him. Louis Moden, and then the one people I've been talking about since Sunday, Francisco Tricky Trincao, and then outgoings, Rui Patricio,
Good keeper.
Shocked you went.
Theo Corbino, Sedu Diallo, Tariq Miyuga, Hung Wan, Dion Sanderson, Majeka Sarkek, never heard of him, Taylor Perry, Owen Otazawi,
Can't believe he's gone as well, because he was a good young
I know.
player.
because he was on the book, he was on the cusp of being a regular starter. Rafa May, Conor Ronan, and then today, just recently, a loan deal for the yet again, Morgan Gibbs White.
See, I think he's a good player.
Went
He
to
is good.
Sheffield United, and that concludes it. So I will now hand over
Ben.
to Will.
Can I just say, brilliant job, you two, because I've been in and out with the car, and Will's been non-existent as usual. But you two tonight have been absolutely fantastic, especially
Cheers,
you, Ben. Especially you, Ben. You rattled them off, and we're very, very proud of you for that. Well done. It's not easy.
Yeah, I was only gonna do half an hour as well because I was tired from all day, but I
Where have you been?
I was at all day.
Oh, all day.
Holiday.
Yeah.
Oh, right, I thought you said on a holiday. It's a bit of a
No.
coming
Is he alright?
Well, you know what? It's been alright tonight. I know it's been a bit all over the shop.
Is everything alright, Ben, by the way? You don't have to say on there, but you're all alright.
Yeah, it was just to see the anaesthetist because that's the last thing before I get a date for the operation. So, and I'm fit to have the surgery. So, yeah.
Didn't know you were having any surgery.
Yeah, me back, Roger.
Have you had it done before, if you don't mind?
No, I've had the hips done before, but not me back, Roger.
That's
No.
a bastard, that is, isn't it?
Yeah, and they're both at the same time. And I guess we'll speak about it more in a sec because otherwise we'll go off on a tangent and it still be on air. So thanks for the kind words, Sam, and I'll hand over to Will to close it for us.
Okay,
Go on then, Will.
thanks very much, Ben. And my thanks
Cheers, Will.
to Ben, JLIWheels, and Sam Taylor. Thank you for your company,
No worries.
boys.
Ben,
Do
it's
you
been an
want to
absolute,
say a little outro?
been an absolute pleasure to
What do you say? Sorry.
do this alongside you, Ben.
Do you want to say a
Yeah,
little
I
bit of
do
an
too.
outro?
Especially because there's going to be girls all up in your DM.
Well, I was doing my outro then, mate.
No, but I mean, like, thanks for watching our transfer deadline.
Oh, hang on.
show.
Yeah. I would have got to that afterwards, mate.
No.
So, my thanks to Ben, Carney, Sam, and
Cheers,
JLIWheels for their company.
Thank you.
And thank you to you, the viewers, for watching our transfer deadline special without kicking a ball. Transfer deadline day special.
We'll
And
be back in a month.
yeah, we will see you sometime next month in September.
That's if I haven't knocked myself out before the show.
Be too busy getting splattered at uni every night.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Right, okay, on that note, because Will doesn't seem to want to end it, we're going to say goodbye. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe.
And
Like,
can I just say,
channel.
I hope you're enjoying a bit of freedom now and this is the first show we've done all together since the lockdown restrictions were lifted. I hope you've all had a lovely summer and enjoying the football being back. And yeah, we're hoping that you're all having a great time. Enjoy
Oh,
being
absolutely.
free,
Same here.
and long may it continue and stay safe. Stay safe, everyone.
Yep, absolutely.
Not gonna let you down, freedom!
And on that note,
What's
thanks
that?
for watching.
Ta-ra, duck.
Bye, Duck. Duck egg.
Come on. Come on now, Alex.
Goodbye from all of us here. Oh no, sorry.